that I just come in there and look for knockouts, and that's not the case. I'm actually a sharp, smart fighter.
So, I'm here. Who won the fight with me?
I really don't care who's in front of me. I don't feel like no fighter can beat me.
Our goal is to demolish everybody, to be honest. Everybody that's in my way. The pinnacle to any weight division is to have all the belts, all of the titles.
Welcome to Body Work. Welcome back. It's Michael Rogers. Welcome to Body Work Boxing. It feels so good to be back. What's going on in the sport of boxing? I'm sitting around looking at this clown show, listening to all these crazy talking points. Wing freaks, bats. Wait till they get a load of me. Man, boxing is kind of funny, man, but just like in real time, in real life, I call it the irony of life, man. I just been coming up with some things. And it's been a minute. It's been so many different directions that I wanted to go with this whole thing that I said, you know what? We're going to skip over all the education and all of the terms and the narratives and the nuggets that you need to go with. And hopefully, somewhere along the way, you're going to get what you need to know. The very first thing I'm going to talk about. This was really going to be the show. This was really going to be the show right here. Now, I had this Apex thing that I was going to do, but more and more things came out. But, man, the irony. The irony of boxing, right? How we got one man saying that this is what he still wants. At this ripe old age, I guess you could say, in boxing years, with the mileage and the damage. In the ripe old age, we got one man saying that he want to catch one. But in real time, we got somebody that done caught one. And the perception versus reality just ain't sinking in for a lot of people, because we got a lot of, lack of a better term, a lot of voices, larynx, esophagus, vocal cords, tongues, mouths, utterances, whatever you want to call it out here, that's going to paint all kind of crazy narratives, right? They're going to say, oh, yeah, man, oh, man, that sound good. But when you listen to what the man was saying, man, I was like, man, my, how things come full circle. Because most people be saying, oh, man, you did a 360. In all actuality, you did a 360. You'd be standing smack dab looking straight at where you was at before. But when you do a 180, oh, yeah, that's an about face. You start thinking differently, but obviously, something has not clicked in. Something has not clicked in when this man is still running around talking about he want to catch one. Like, did we not learn anything from Subriel and what he said he went through? And why is he not perceived as having done such? But every time his name been coming up in the media, I don't know if have y'all ever noticed, since everybody got their own fights going on and everybody got their own motion, and the Steve Claggett name was announced, and we already knew when Ryan Garcia name was announced. We already knew what it was. When the Rolling Pitbull thing went down, it seemed like at every conversation, at every perplexing end, it seemed like this man Subriel Sub-Zero, No Matias, has always been taken for granted by what he's been able to do. Because I always thought that boxing was a what have you done for me lately type sport. Yeah. I thought it was a what have you done for me lately type sport. And last time I checked, this man done retired a couple pugilists. If I want to keep it nice and PG-13. He retired a couple of pugilists. And whoever you give your energy up to and whatever you think the end gonna be, send one up. But this man done sent one up. But here in present day and time, in this point in time, in this other man's career, you still got this man talking about he want to catch one. There's nobody around to check that. It's like that's the worst fear. We all know they say protect yourself at all times, but we don't seek that. Like if it happened to happen, it's like nobody really wants to go in like, yeah. But he gets the benefit of the doubt. Last performances don't really matter. They don't really count. I even went to the extent of hearing now that all of a sudden, this man don't want no yes men around him. I said, Eureka! You, of all people, you don't want no yes men around you? Wow. So I guess I wasn't wrong after all this time, but your knee pad wearing, throat coat spraying, tonsil jewelry displaying, fans. Oh yeah. It's like, man, this man is on his last leg, and it's due to no undoing of his own. I just don't think it's appropriate. Well, but if we're gonna give this man credence, and we're gonna say, oh yeah, because he's saying, oh man, he basically said that it basically turns him on. It gets his juices flowing to know that they still want that killer, that savage, that. I'm like, what kind of fans did you think you had? At the end of the day, every fan want they pound of flesh. Like, what did you think? That's why I was talking about like these walking Hall of Famers, or these people that we put up on these high pedestals to where they could just walk around and perform and give us whatever. It's like nobody. No, you had plenty of yes men around when you was around sparring your, getting ready to fight your sparring partner in Helena. Everybody brought it up when it came down to AJ. Things you was saying, things you was doing, how you was acting. Then when the personal stuff came out, people was just like, oh my goodness. Then they started wanting to pump the brakes. But on the comeback after that performance, and then it was a lot of AJ slander after his performance when the agreement was, you win, I win, we gonna see each other. You lost. That was your last performance. And at the end of the day, after all of the things that was said about, I called him the tale of two Eddies. I'm always transparent in how I feel. I give him his praises, but then I give him his fair criticism. I don't drag everything that I state as financially facts, but then it comes back around that you actually sign with this man and you get down, and even if it don't like, and it's like, man, where the videos at? Where's all the retracting? Where's all of the things that was said and done, and all these wrongdoings and all that? It's like, man, he made y'all look like some brand new fools, and then he basically came back around just like Bud did to his own fans, saying that the UK fans was better. He basically came around and said, look, man, I don't even want no yes men around me. So who y'all been all this time? And y'all gonna set this man up for failure, putting him in there with Bang, Big Bang Yang. It's like, okay. But this man saying he want to catch one. But I'm like, okay, cool. If we gonna keep that energy, right? How come all the disrespect is going over here to this other guy, Subriel Matias, who done already caught one? But everybody act like that didn't happen. And that wasn't his intentions. He was messed up after the fact, and he had to get himself together and had to dawn him and had to register what was really going on, but he got himself right. But that's not his intentions, but he actually caught one, and everybody running around acting like he easy work. Now all of a sudden, this man all the way to the back of the line after Ice Sock Pitbull Crew. The only refreshing thing was the little bit of people online that had any kind of common sense. I think Regis Prograde was probably one of the ones who said it was somebody else who basically said, man, like Ice Sock Pitbull Crew was at the last of the line. But for everybody to try to act like Subriel wasn't who he was before all this shenanigans, now all of this, I want to be undisputed at 140, all this other stuff, and everything that this man done, all the undefeated fighters, the styles and the people that he fought, now it ain't nothing, and he the least or whatever. And then this man opens himself up to give an interview with the Haney voice, who all they do was glaze and praise. All things DHP. Glaze and praise. I was like, man, look at the cojones on this guy, Sub-Zero, Naoya Inoue. He actually gonna get up there with these folks who wanna take and, man, it was butchery, man. The interview was butchery. I just sat on this like, man, for the little guys, man, the ones with, you know, I'm a pulse. I'm not a voice. I'm more than that. I'm a pulse. I gotta go with what's feeling, what's out in the air, what's known, like all the facts. I can't just run with it. It don't fit right in my spirit. I'm not going if I don't want to go. But I'm sitting here and I'm listening. I'm looking at the interview and I'm like, man, they do this every time. Every time. And we know we all got our favorites, right? But it's like, come on, man. I think at some point in time, if you catering to a certain amount of people, you are responsible for handling those people the right way. But the way I heard it was like, man, it's either, when it came down to this right here, which is my main line of thinking right here, the apex. I realized when it comes to these three guys, it's either silence or slander. You ever realize that it's either silence or slander? Because when you really start breaking down the facts and the numbers, and you really started, like, things, nuts and bolts, things that you just can't reach down and grab out of your ass and just pop out. You know what I'm saying? Like out of your ass, like out of your hind parts. When it gets down, when you start hitting people with raw facts, not just opinions, raw facts. When it comes down to these three guys, it's either slander or silence. And they're gonna be quiet about the things that they actually were able to do. The feats that ain't nobody ever like able to do right now. The things that they're doing right now, or the odds they're up against right now, or the track record that they set, or the precedents that they set, it's gonna be silence when it comes to something good. But do you realize that in some shape, form, or fashion, these three names are always linked to somebody, to where it's like, oh, nah, they don't want no, or they the ones that scared, or they're the ones that actually got to prove something. Or slander. Yeah, it's a lot of slander. It's like we really gonna sit up here and act like we don't have research, like we don't have technology at our disposal, like we can't look up and find out, like which one. These guys have fought the most undefeated fighters out there. I'm starting to see people taking away from Naoya Inoue, and one of the main reasons is what time you got to get up to watch him. Do you know that by definition, like really, that's like really will only be like the people that's in your own time zone, or anybody that's in the United States. That's all you really care about. When we know it's all global. Nobody was talking all that stuff when Costa Zoo and Jeff Horn and anybody in any one of these other regions, it only get down to that. That's when that politics come involved. That's when you got to actually put down the flag and pledge your allegiance to some people, because you don't want to offend nobody. You don't want to get on nobody's wrong side, and you don't really want to tell nobody what's really going on. That's all it really come down to. Like, now the slander on anyway is that, oh, he has to come to the Americas and he has to stop. I'm like, okay, y'all want to go down this stacking gloves conversation? Well, guess what? The number one pound for pound guy in the world, he do the same. He stack gloves. Oh, but we don't see that. We don't see that. That's right. That's right. I got it. But the man on the far left, Gervonta Tank Davis, it's like he don't fight nobody, but pound for pound, number 7 in the world is getting ready to fight somebody who he stopped his last fight. This man don't get no leeway. Even though I heard after going 24 rounds with Kambosos, oh, Devin Haney, he deserved a victory lap. After the Lomachenko, oh, he deserves a victory lap. It's like, man, is this the victory lap voice? I've never heard such thing. But when Ryan was fighting this man, he wasn't nothing. Now, this is supposed to be everything, but I already told y'all what this was. I told y'all what was going on this weekend. I told y'all, I like, how long ago did I tell y'all what it was? How long ago did I actually show and tell y'all what it really was? What we were really looking at? And how are they really looking? And why was I the same one who in the beginning of the year said the top 5, even though everybody biting the swag now, everybody riding the coattails now, everybody is hindsight is 2020 now. That's why I'll be having to do a couple pushbacks, because people love to bite, they love to come by and snatch and do this and act like I'm starting to see even the replacements. When I did the crazy replacements, I seen the replace. Like, everything is done. People wait a week, they wait 2 weeks, they wait 3 weeks, they wait however long, but they come around and say the same goddamn thing. Only they get the support. I don't. I've been told y'all this was April Fool's. And you know what? One of the videos I did when I was talking about DHP and them, and I felt some kind of way after I got off, because I'm most critical of myself. You know what I'm saying? I really I hold myself to another standard, and I start saying, you know what? You might gotta be a little bit more responsible with your tongue. So I've been cleaning it up. It's been a while. I was like, man, I'm just, okay, all right, I gotta reel it in. I gotta understand. This is almost just like corporate. You got a little bit more leeway. If you tip them scales too hard, you're gonna get even more haters. Now, the avenue you going, you ain't gonna get a lot of support. Because you only speak that hot fire, that truth. You do that body work. So tread lightly. And I said, okay, cool. So I'm tread lightly, and I knew that going down this path, I already knew it was going to be rough. I already knew that. But I was the one saying that, hold on. How come when Devin was out here talking about Tank's mom, that was fine? When the whole clan was out here saying, oh, to the fatherless and just berating everybody who didn't have father, how come that's cool? The minute that the other April Fool come in and say, where your mama at, then now it's all the disrespect and now homicide. You ever realize, like, now Bill, Fire Marshal Bill is coming out talking about homicide? Like, what are you talking about? Like, this style don't, like, remember Cameron say, yo, what are you talking about, B? Like, well, you don't even sound right, B. Homicide? Since when? Since when? I have not heard that. I have not heard really too many. Not really. It's all been about the circus act, the smoke and mirrors. Everything's just been about everything but the X's and O's. And I'm just like, hold on, man. When I do my research, I see that Devin Haney, he last fought Regis Prograis. Before that, he fought Lomachenko, of which they both were southpaws, and he had the height and the reach advantage. And when I go back a little bit further, he had a Kambosos. Only Kambosos didn't have the height and the reach of Ryan. That was the last Orthodox person he fought. I said, okay, well, cool. Well, he's fighting now he's been going after these southpaws, grooming himself, trying to chase which southpaw, I don't know. Maybe it was Loma all the time. Maybe. But now he's up against an Orthodox who he has not faced, who he went 24 rounds with Kambosos. Now, if you reason that Kambosos had the same kind of power with Ryan, I mean, you might not know shit about boxing. I'm not sure. If you even reason that their dimensions are the same, the height and reach are the same, or the speed is the same, you ain't got no shit about boxing. I'm not sure. But when I look down at the X's and O's, I'm looking at the last time when this man actually fought an Orthodox after fighting all these Southpaws, and now he's coming up against a guy who, when he's in range, and I think the last time he faced a person that had this kind of reach, now just have to deduct this from reasoning, because that guy Santiago that he fought, they give his height, but they don't give his reach. He was 16-0, but I'm not sure what his reach was, but I'm reasoning because typically they typically have longer arms. And when I say we, I mean I'm talking about wherever the boat done landed, motherfuckers. Wherever the boat done landed. But the guy Santiago typically have longer arms. A la Bud Crawford. Wherever the boat landed. That's the last time he dealt with somebody that had that kind of reach. Well, the last time he dealt with somebody that had that kind of power was Linares. Now, 2 fights before the Linares fight, Cesar Pavlicano TKO'd Linares in the first round. Yeah, 2 fights before Devin Haney. So a lot of the analysis and all this stuff and all this disrespect and all this, I don't understand where it's coming from, because nobody's breaking down the X's and O's, and everybody's saying, oh, this is fragile mental state. It's like, well, I too was reminding myself here recently that he has B-Hop in his corner. Yeah. B-Hop, he recently came out and said that, hey, only time he really don't get no sleep, he lose weight, is when he go back over to Puerto Rico for all the trolling and all the antics and all that. And you see how it panned out for him. So we can't get distracted by all the outside stuff. I said that what they really did was they robbed the equity out of a good fight with all the shenanigans that they actually had. But now, going into this fight, I've never heard so much meat glazing in my goddamn life today. I'm like, do you realize how many champions Devin Haney actually fought? Cambosos and Regis Prograis. This recency hype about Lomachenko and how he's this and how he's that, and stop it. Stop it. Like, with all of the accolades and all this, like, people try to act like this man is leaps and bounds beyond Gervonta Tank Davis or anybody else, when I'm looking like, where are all the undefeated fighters? You fought Lomachenko and he said you was a middleweight. I heard one of his biggest knee pad wearing, tonsil jewelry displaying, throat coat spraying fans said, oh man, the judges, he won by the judges hands down, and he won by the punch count. I said, the punch count? The man got outlanded in total punches. He got outlanded in power punches. He got outlanded in jabs. The only thing that was his saving grace was the body work. And you already know we do body work here, which was 49-9. Every other category, it was a wash. They will lie to you. I sat by and just watched and listened and tried to be on my best behavior today, but I sat around and I said, hold on, man. They're going to come out and do a show about Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson. It was all slander about Tank Davis. All because they want to protect Devin Haney and the crown jewels. I'm like, man, like, it's fucking up the sport, man. I didn't listen. I said some things the other day, man, and I felt kind of bad when I was criticizing myself. But then I heard and saw somebody else, and guess what? The reasoning was the exact same reason. Wow. They always start stuff. They're like those people that always throw rocks and then want to hide their hand. Like, if you realize it, if you notice, every one of these little altercations and all these things that actually happen and the ramifications after, because every action has a reaction. Do you all know that there was one side that actually took an action and the other side was a reaction? And this whole April Fool's thing. The man on the right or somebody associated with him always took an action, which caused a reaction. I want y'all to understand that. So all this crazy stuff we see online, because I see people getting so mad and so infuriated, but I'm like, why are you not like that when they actually throwing the rocks? Why you not stepping out and saying, oh man, I saw you throw that rock, man. Why are you trying to hide your hand? The whole toupee comment was the action. The nappy head comment was the reaction. Do y'all realize that? Like this to like all the way up until this point in it, there's still like misadvertising this whole thing. On paper, it's a great fight. Why? Because I don't care what you say, all that tough talk and homicide and all that, man, you still got to get in the ring and swing. And from the looks of things, man, like I've never seen a boxer with so much controversy who gets so many benefit of the doubts. You know, I want to keep it all PG-13. So many benefit of the doubts. From the whole snack program. Let Tank be working with snack. Let Subriel Matias be working with snack. We do hear a little bit of Inoue in as far as the glove stacking, but again, the pound for pound #1 boxer in the world, he likes to stack gloves as well. So we can pick and choose and we can do all that. Like there are other channels that get into that. They have more expertise in that. That's not my lane. I just make an observation, but I'm not gonna act like it. But when you look at it, this guy chose to win the title and then defend it against a guy that has no title. He took the B-side to somebody who lost, got stopped 2 fights ago, quit by his own acknowledgement. Pointon says that he is a quitter. He's an underwear model. He's this and that. Like, so you chose them, and that's a cherry pick. But then when you look at Subriel Matias and his level opponent, where he can't pay nobody to get in the ring with this man. He done what Wilder said he want to do. He done sent one up. But he's nothing. He's light work. He's easy work. I'm like, yeah, them checks, they must run long and strong. But I'm thinking that this is going to be a barometer, man. And if this all goes sideways, I would not blame him. Actually, I'm you know what, to reset the sport and to recalibrate what's really going on, because by the numbers, this man fought 2 champions. This man fought 1 time to get undisputed. This man fought 1 time to be a 2-division champion against Regis Prograis, who he came out and said in an interview and basically said, I didn't show up. I don't know. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Yeah. You mean something that we've just never heard, just never seen. There's no explanation, nothing. He said he was cracking people in practice and doing his own thing. And I know my fighters. That's why they be in the intro. You don't make it in my boxes to watch. I don't talk about you unless I done seen you numerous times, and I kind of gave like, okay, cool, I done seen it. You don't even make it in there. Why? Because I know what I seen in Jermell Charlo. I know what I seen in Errol Spence. I know. I already know. Unexplainable. Just bad performance. Unexplainable. Yeah, he had a bad performance against Gorilla, but then again, that's the MO of Devin Haney when he actually picks his people, because that one of Tank Davis' opponents picks somebody coming off a bad performance, he gets crucified. Even though he's picking people coming off a championship, looking their best, being undefeated, he's taking those. But then that don't mean nothing when he's doing it. But it didn't mean anything when he was fighting Ryan, but now it means everything because Devin is defending it. Only he's defending it against a guy that's ranked lower than a guy that's fighting on the undercard. I'm like, when in the history of boxing has that happened? Since we want to be hardcore, no, we want to be hardcores in a casual land. Like in a casual land, when you just saying, I hear so many people just floating shit out in the air now and just saying stuff that don't. It's a lie. Like a lot of the shit that's going on right now, like I'm talking about 90% of the shit that's floating around right now online, and when people talking and whatever, people don't even stop and check and correct nobody. They just let them go. Why? Because it's not about really what's going on, y'all. That's why I gotta come back around and I gotta put these stakes in the ground all the time. Like I gotta come back around and tell y'all what it really is, what it's really about. You know, these are the apex predator guys. These are the apex predator guys. I don't care how you want to slander it. I don't care what kind of politics people use to kind of sidestep and try to make it look or try to church it up or try to wash it up or wash it down or however they want to do it. These are the apex predator guys. I couldn't believe, like, the way that people are talking about Frank Martin right now. And I was watching the Haney voice earlier. I was waiting, man, because I was gonna try to see if he was actually gonna keep it a buck. I was trying to wait and see if he was actually gonna keep it a buck, man, because somebody came right around. I said, see, I noticed that whenever you call in and you got some truth or you say something, oh man, you start getting talked over, they'll mute you, they'll start, man, you will not, soon as you, I know, because when you start speaking the truth and it's hard for somebody, like, when it's hard, when you get caught with your hand in the cookie jar and they're like, oh man, I saw you had your hand right around those chocolate nuts. No, I didn't. Yes, you do. You got chocolate all around your mouth. No, I didn't. It's a hard pill to swallow. One of the callers called in and said, hey man, I remember when it was all about Frank and Devin and Tank and this, and you said no. The only acceptable fight is if Devin fight Frank or if Tank fight Frank. That's the only acceptable fight. Now it come to pass that Tank getting ready to fight Frank. Now Frank ain't nobody. Now who we going? And now after you done shitted on Shakur all of this time, I mean, I'm talking about this dude from New Jersey just like you. He got some mixed Espanoles in him just like you. Y'all from the same area, same neck of the woods damn near. But in the other time, you'll be shitting on Shakur, but now it's time to talk about Tank. So now you got Shakur back, and now it's all about Tank and what he got to do, knowing that this man's in the contract. Because we pick, choose, and refuse when the business of boxing actually makes sense. Like when the business of boxing makes sense, like when it's something that go, like, yeah, and what behooves me, like what really bothers me, right, is these people that got these big ass channels, these ones who know how the business work, they are playing dumb for y'all. They fully understand everything about, when it comes down to them, everything is about numbers and money. Why? That's why they do what they do. For business and numbers. But Tank and them figured out how to do it. He is the guy that everybody want to go see. So it's like, when I say, who do y'all want to see him fight? Oh, I want to see him fight Shakur Devin. Okay, well, tell Devin, come on in and sit down and act like he went over here. Now, this showed you. He went over there and took B-side bread when he's the undisputed champ, moved up on his first weight class up to 140, took a belt. So he's a 2-division champ, former undisputed, and he took a B-side to Ryan Garcia, who got stopped in his second to last fight. Nobody's talking about that. That is not pound for pound number 7 face of boxing behavior. Like, what are we talking about? We live off in La La Land. Then we let them slander Subriel Matias. You bring him in for an interview and everything that can be interpreted in a negative way or in a way of doubt, you run with that. Anything for your guy, oh no, you assuming the best and the positive and you got all these answers. Why is he working with Victor Conte? Why is he rehydrating 2.5 weight classes above? Why did he choose to defend his title against somebody who's never even sniffed a motherfucking belt instead of unifying or taking care of a mandatory, or it's because of the money. That money looking like it's gonna be funny. Let alone the lie. I heard the Haney voice reiterate this same dumbass lie 2 days ago. The episode they did with Jared Anderson when they redoubled down and tried to, oh, well, yeah, man, why does Devin keep saying this, talking about how Shakur would have made more money than he's ever made in all of his paydays? We've debunked that shit 1,000 times. But because they get paid and they glaze and juggle balls, all while throwing darts, it's like, man, y'all could be making a lot more money. Listen, man, you got talent, B. You can glaze, you can juggle balls, you can throw darts all at the same time, and you got a mouthpiece, man. I could get you making way more money than that. Trust me. Holler at me. But it's sick, man, when I listen to this, like, it's like, man, it's a talent, man. It's a talent. It's a talent. Man, I don't know. I think you gotta have a no gag reflex. I think you gotta have naturally durable knees. You gotta be able to unhinge your jaw. You gotta be double jointed. You gotta be able to put your legs behind your head. I mean, you gotta be able to fit what's the equivalent of a whole fist in your mouth to be these kind of fans. Because what's sickening to me is that one man came out of nothing, from nowhere. He met somebody and poof. But everything, like, you can take, nobody really knows about the affiliation until they see him inside the ring. But when they see him inside the ring, what he does inside the ring make you be like, damn, I want to see his little ass again. Like, when the next time because of what he do inside of the ring, he get no credit. But then the other guy who they got to tell you, oh man, he the best thing since like, bro, it's the second coming. They said this man was the second coming of Sugar Ray Leonard. It's like, man, y'all be doing way too much, man. Ain't no way in the world this man got all the advantages: height, reach, size, rehydration, activity, footwork, IQ, like always at an advantage in all kind of ways. Always get the benefit of the doubt. Somebody his actual size, not so much. They even get ready to turn on boots. I said, man, this is the funniest fan base. But I told y'all at the beginning of the year. That's why I say I'm covered. Because everybody's saying it now. But at the top of the year, like I think it was like the first video I did this year. Don't quote me. Maybe the first or the second. Probably the first video I did this year when I said that that is the most toxic fan base on the planet. They throw rocks and hide their hands. It was a fan in the stands that threw a bottle at your man. And it landed. God damn. I was nowhere around. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the only one to feel like this. But we gotta, like, the reason why I want to focus on these is because when you look at it, right? We talk about who got the bag, who's getting to the bag. When you look at the fact that Inoue can perform in the Tokyo Dome, it sells out in minutes. It's like, man, for us over here, that's an opportunity for us to go, if there was such a thing, to go conquer. Yeah, go put the smudge on the resume. Go over there and take off. You're going to get paid handsomely. You can negotiate your terms. He going to be the A-side. He going to get the car, but you got some wiggle room. You got some things you can work, but if you got the skills to pay the bills, man, that's a mighty feat to go knock that man off his heel. He king of the hill over there in Japan. But they celebrate Tim Tszyu. Why? Because Tim Tszyu, he looked like he was right for the picking for another guy, pound for pound, who loved Australia. Granted, he the closer and all that. We know he a bad man, but he was handpicked. But This man doing his own thing. Meteoric rise over there in Japan and moved all the way up. Legacy wise, ain't nobody touching like this dude who fought 2 champions. This dude who fought 2 champions. One who caught lightning in the bottle against Teofimo Lopez, and Regis Prograis, who Josh Taylor already beat, who when Teofimo came up, he beat Josh Taylor. It's like, man, you really don't want to acknowledge it, but the man's been playing second fiddle to T.O. and Tank this whole time. I was asking, with all of the praise and all of the glory, when is he going to be the one to do something first? Like, Frank Martin would have done it, but now Tank, he ain't going to get... They tried not to, but we don't believe that. We ain't going to discount Frank. We knew how y'all felt when Frank didn't fight Shakur. I knew how I felt when Frank didn't fight Shakur. And I kept it a buck. Now all of a sudden, Frank ain't nothing and Tank don't never fight. It's like, okay, well, who you wanting to fight? Well, fight this person and fight. Okay, well, okay. How many divisions has he been in? He been in more divisions than your guy. Fought more champions than your guy. Took more O's than your guy. Better performances than your guy. Sold out 11 straight venues. He did the 1.2. Like, what are you? I mean, then they say, oh, well, there you go with the number. And that's what they latch on to. It's not about the numbers. What you don't realize is that what's going on inside the ring, it's a building process. The same thing that Matias is going by while everybody's saying his name and everybody's saying, oh, no, they don't want to blah, blah. But everybody's going to be watching it. Everybody's going to be watching it. Why? Because of what they do inside the ring. These 3 guys, you do not have to worry about what's going to happen when they get inside the ring. So, Subriel Matias, by the fact that it's been all these undefeated guys, these guys that's these KO artists, back to back to back, stopping everybody. By Tank, he's always having a disadvantage somehow. Somehow he always got some kind of disadvantage, and he bring the bag. Naoya Inoue, he's moved up. He's in his 5th division. Double undisputed. Like, the proof is in the pudding. Like, when you go back and you look at the numbers, when you look up the records, when you look up the O's and the X's, like, when you look at the performances, it's not something that somebody got to teach and coach and remind you, oh, no, well, yeah, it's like, no, they will lie to you. The same way they do with the Lomachenko fight. If you watch the fight, you come up with an opinion. A lot of people say Loma won. A lot of people say Devin won. It was a 50-50 fight. No pressure for a rematch, but everybody else, pressure for a rematch. Teofimo lose, pressure for a rematch. Shakur have a bad performance, pressure for a rematch. Tank Davis, get past Isaac Cruz with one hand, pressure for a rematch. Devin got outlanded in 3 categories except for the 1 category in body work. No pressure for no rematch. He drops his belt for Shakur Stevenson. That's okay, cool. Shakur wound up getting blamed for Doug. The slander starts. But the slander slides over to Matias, talking about how he wanted too much money. It's like, you wasn't even talking to the right people. Then he came on and said you was a chicken, you was gonna run. Now, just here recently, the man came out and said something about Boots, man. I said, man, that mean you and your father ain't even the same. I don't even think your father was on board with you saying that, like what you said about Boots. I don't even think Bill was on. I don't even think he was in, because every time you mention Boots around Bill, Fire Marshal Bill, he get to looking around and he man, you would think, man, But the conversation, man, long story short, the conversation about what's been going on in boxing, man, it ain't been that healthy, man. It ain't been that real. It really hasn't. conversation around boxing, man, it's really been, I don't know, man. I heard some light skin, dark skin stuff. I heard a lot of stuff that didn't really like. Been hearing a lot of stuff that just really didn't equate to like boxing. Stuff that really didn't equate to the X's and O's. Like, people are really not even taking any kind of like consideration, especially this fight this weekend. They're not taking any like consideration about the X's and O's, like the fighting styles, none of that. Not knowing that Bernard Hopkins was one of the biggest trollers. Like, when it came down to trolling, and Ryan said he wouldn't come out and do it. He said, man, pretty much 99% of what y'all gonna see me do is trolling. And he gave himself carte blanche to be able to go out there and show his motherfucking ass, and everybody else bought it. Now, it bankrupted the equity out of the fight, but you have to blame both parties. But all of this anger, I seen somebody online talking about, oh man, like the disrespect, and man, he's gonna have to. I'm like, man, hold on, man. So what you're trying to tell me is okay when a black man talk about another black man's mother, when he criticizes another black man for not having a father, and then the father figure that he has, he berates him. That's okay. You can pass around a mugshot, call him a monkey, a spook, everything but the child of God, and then when he becomes a Muslim, you don't let up. But then somebody say, where is your mama? Now it's all, he got to be dealt with and punished. It's like, all right. I was trying to figure out where was that energy when B-Hop ran into you. And we was wrong for saying, man, we wanted to see something happen. Why? Because that's real life, man. That's not online, man. Like, we don't have carte blanche to be able to say whatever we want to say out our mouths. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you say certain terminology or certain things to certain individuals, you already know what that means. Like, yeah, you can say, oh, it's in the vein of entertainment, but you already know what you asking for. So we all know when we get into something online, if somebody run into us outside of this online shit, you already know what it's going to be. I don't even know why we act like we don't know what it's going to be. But we do. But what I'm thinking, man, as far as if we do want to kind of keep things in the parameter of what's going on online, can we at least look at the facts? Can we at least look at the numbers? How do you fall so in love with a person that does content that they can tell you any fucking thing in the world and you believe it? You know how dangerous that is? My rule number one, I tell people I don't need people to agree with me all the time. I do not like yes men. If I even feel like, man, yeah, nah, you saying it, I don't even want you around me. But nowadays, that's all people want around them. Why? Because those are the only people that get any say or can do anything around them. Like, some of the lies, it's like they don't even hide it no more. Like I said, that the biggest Devin Haney knee pad wearing, throat coat spraying, tonsil jewelry displaying fan out here in the world lies every single solitary day when it come down to Devin Haney. With no remorse. Why? Because he don't want to be here no more. He want to go to the upper room. He just ain't gonna come out and tell y'all that. He tells y'all that, but he ain't gonna come out and tell you that. He don't want to be here. So it's okay. He can ride on a set of balls. He can glaze some glizzies. You know, and that's nothing compared to what he really wanted to do and where he want to be. That's nothing. But it baffles me that if you notice, listen, mark my word before I come out. Mark my word. In some shape, form, or fashion, these three gentlemen who have already put an imprint on the game, their names have to be used in some shape, form, or fashion to either promote, uplift, build up, ingratiate, whatever you want to put. Their names have to be used to appease somebody else or to make a point about somebody else. Like, I'm telling you right now, it's rule number one. Devin Haney cannot be promoted without them mentioning Tank Davis. Anybody, it's people that's just now getting into boxing, been pro for 18 months. They say, oh, he want Tank Davis now, and they run with that. It's like, and that's acceptable. Subriel Matias, he's used, his name is used. They just abusing Subriel Matias' name right now. They just abusing his name right now. It don't even make no sense. And anyway, he's almost just like a little whipping boy as far as however they want to take and do whatever. But you want to appease or appeal to the naysayers or the people that know that they can't fuck with them, just spew some hate about any one of them and you gonna get some fans. You gonna get some super chats. If you round robin hate on these three right here, if you just did a round robin of hate on these three right, I know if I just flipped on all three of these right now and did videos every day with a round robin of hate, like, oh no, I done finally figured it out. This is what's going on. You know how much I would get? You know how much people would support me? Wow. These three guys are a threat to so many boxers. And you gotta look, this is kind of scary because this is not above the 140 division. This is not above the 140 division. Now, this might have implications to be able to go to maybe 147. But if you want to say one notch below 147 with the potential of two of these guys having possibly being able to step up to 147 at some point in time, maybe, possibly. I know with Subriel for sure. I'm not sure with Tank. I'm not sure. But that's pretty scary. That means from anything from 140 down, it's a wrap if it don't involve these three names. Stop me when I'm lying. It's a wrap if it don't involve these three names. Why? Because you cannot claim that this man on the left don't fight nobody when your whole plan is to fight the leftover plan. It's Mario Barrios at 147. It's Isaac Pitbull Cruz, who went on to be a champ. I'm trying to think, man, is Frank going to be the next one? Is Frank going to be the next one to where Tank beat him and then he going to become a champion? Rolly did it. Isaac Pitbull did it. Is Ryan going to be the one? Tank stop him or do whatever, however he do it, they going to become champion. Why ain't nobody talking about that? Why? Because those stats are not conducive to anything that's appealing to Tank. Everybody want him to fight this and do that and do all that. I'm not making no excuses. But I'm like, damn, you got to at least make it be known or make it available for him to be able to do it. Why all the pressure got to be on him? We never do that with anybody else. But we do it when it comes to him. Why? Because he ain't really going to say shit. He might troll a little bit every now and again, but he ain't really gonna say shit. Now, everything he say is people come out and do videos and do all this about it and do all that. Why? Because it keeps the lights on. But I'm like, damn, man, y'all robbed because you make a living off of talking about this man. But there's never anything positive about this man. Never. Subriel Matias, he coming from over there. He done worked up for a grind. He done popped out of, you can almost say he popped out of nowhere because of his grind and how he did it and his backstory. These two guys on the left, if you know their backstory alone, you'll know that they real. Like, these are some real dudes. Like, they've been through some real shit. Naoya Inoue, he's the foreign guy. But when you look at resume and everything legal and everything according to the book and professional and in the sport of boxing and on their way to, Hall of Fame, they discount him. Why? Because he's from somewhere else. The bottom line is, once you get him inside the ring, these three guys is it. Under the 147 division, these guys are it. All paths lead to, because even though I know my man Jesse Bam Rodriguez, I think he got potential to do big and better things, but as he moves up, he grows, he gonna have to see it in a way. They're gonna have to dance. Some shape, form, or fashion, I'm thinking, man, I'm not even gonna get on Subriel, man. He just He's getting a bad rap right now, and the people that just because he's from where he's from and what he's doing, and the people, like, you talk about handlers. The people that are handling the conversation around boxing online are atrocious, man. Atrocious. They are for sale, man. They are for grabs, man. They're going out for the highest bidder, man. So I sit back in amazement. I sit back and laugh, and I listen and I watch, and I'm like, damn, you should have your own set of flip-flops. Because depending on who you're talking about, you flip and you flop. I don't, man. I gotta put the stakes in the ground. I hadn't heard a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, lately that really was like appealing to me, but that's really not why I've been going on, man. Needs to say I'm back. You know what I'm saying? I'm here. I mean, I ain't never really left nowhere. I just figure, man, sometimes I'm still a fan. Sometimes I'm taken aback by everything I see, just like everybody else. And I'm like, what? Is it just me? And then my people let me know, like, hey, man, you know, what's up with that body? We're like, man, you know what I'm saying? Because there's people that see it. It's just as real as the air that we breathe, that we know that we need. We still can't see it, but we know that we need it. That's what I've been seeing, y'all. It's weird, man. It's a lot. I could have went into articles. I had articles and all. I said, you know what? Sometimes it don't need all of that. I see a lot of people biting and using that and doing that now. It's like, man, it's like, then sometimes I do this just to starve motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's frustrating to me when I look up and 3 weeks later, 2 days later, 4 days later, people doing the same shit I did, talking like they didn't said the shit and done the shit and put it all together. It's like, okay, cool. If you tracking and following, we all kind of be along there. But it's like, how come every time I come out with this after that, you come out with that? Like, it's like I get tired of feeding people. So you come by and you pick up something to go on and do whatever it is you do, you know what I'm saying? Support the channel. Support the source. That's not begging, but I see a lot of people, man, they come by a month later, 2 months later, using the same. I'm hearing people talking about echo chambers and all this. It's like, this is like, y'all, okay, so when you run out, I see what you do. You go back and you watch old videos. You come up with new. It's okay though, because when I really, like, you know, whenever I take these breaks, I be doing a documentary. I add on to it. I add a little bit onto this, record this, gel that up. So when I do that documentary, I'm gonna make you famous. That's just how I feel about boxing, y'all. Sometimes I get kind of frustrated because it's like, it's not like I can't get the interviews. It's just like, once I get the interviews, will I compromise myself just because I got the interviews? You could be the one getting the interviews, but if you taking all your questions and you gathering all your intel and things that you want to say when you front, what good is getting the interviews? You can't come up with your own shit. It make no sense to me. Why I'm gonna break my neck to try to get an interview? Even though I really don't see it, but you know what I am getting? You know what I'm glad to see now? And I heard B-Hop said. B-Hop was like, he basically was telling people to be wiser. Shoot your question. If you only got 1 or 2 questions you can get through, be wise and smart about it. Like, they're not even asking the right questions. Everything is about a salacious take, even though the best things are organic and creative. They don't have to be negative. That's just me. It's my first time getting to the comments. And thanks for everybody who bear with me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I'm an hour in. Thanks for all the people that was like, body work, body work, body work. It's like, nah, man. Some shit happened the other day, man, and I was like, man, I'm not going out. Not that I'm conscious, but I got hit in the mouth at work. Fuck something up. So I was like, man, I'm not going. I'm not doing it. I was like, man, fuck. I went to the dentist. They was like, man, they hit me with a number. I was like, oh. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the process. But I said I wasn't gonna do nothing, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not here for my good looks and my charm. Y'all here because I do that body work. You know what I'm saying? Cocaine body work. Smoke session, let's go. Time for that body work. Subscribe to Smoke, man. Subscribe to Coqui if he put his link out there too. Coqui got a link. Coqui be doing that body work. Subriel the King Monster, Island, King Kong, and Godzilla. You've been warned. Champion Sports Boxing, we're back. Salute body work. Subscribe to Champion Sports Boxing. Subscribe to Champion Sports Boxing. Great member to the channel, supporter. Matias trying to fight Rudy, talking about Devin on sale. I bet you not even gonna call that a duck move. I'm not even gonna respond. I'm glad to see you still alive though, brother. But that bullshit you talking about, it's not even relevant to the conversation. Matias been trying to fight Regis since 2019. Nobody thinking Devin can still get a Matias fight, a 5-fight deal with Regis. That's what I was saying. Regis was one of the names. Regis was one of the names on the deal. So I don't understand why people are upset about that. I would be more upset if I was Subriel Matias, to where I keep saying it should not be all title defenses. You know what I'm saying? He should be able to unify. But we all knew that part of the 5 fights was Regis. We signed up. We was okay with that. We were like, okay, cool. Regis, come on back and holler back. Like, why is everybody acting like that's a bad thing? Oh, no, because a lot of people been listening to the Haney voice. That's why. Arnaldo Nieves, saludos. Salute. JDL Boxing, what up? What up, JDL Boxing? Salute. Hit that like button. That's right. Angelina, salute. We know. Blesses my brother Carmen Quabarica in action with bodywork. Hector Tapia, salute. Tank knocked out Ryan and Haney is fighting him, and they have an issue with Matias fighting Regis. Fanboys. Exactly. Like in mid conversation, with some of the things these people are saying, I'm like, do you even hear the argument you're making? How you gonna say Tank don't fight nobody, but your pound for pound number 7 is running to fight a guy who he stopped? At the same point I made about Isaac Pitbull Cruz, I never had a problem with Isaac Pitbull Cruz getting a rematch with Tank. I just said, if you look at it after the Tank loss, I said, what did he do to put him back at the front of the line? It wasn't until he got that belt that he did something to get him back at the front of the line. But in the grand scheme of things, what did he do? He beat Rolly. That was just now, but prior to that, Cabrera was spinning him, and you could argue with that Cabrera won. So I was like, it's not a fact that I didn't want him to rematch him. It was just like, okay, what did you do to say, all right, cool, because it's a lot of people that want to fight the man Tank. So why should he go back at you again, other than the fact you got a large fan base? Like, okay, cool, I can take your bread again, but what did you do to get back? Nothing. Until he got till he did that to Rolly. Heriberto Alvarado, bless night to all. Bodywork is back. Yeah, I've been here though. I had episodes. I had stuff I could show you all the thumbnails and the videos I could do. I got stuff, you know what I'm saying? I had this little, like I said, I chipped my tooth. I was like, man, I don't want to be all in front of them, but I'm getting that shit fixed, so I don't give a fuck. I don't know how trolls can be. The monsters of boxing get slandered. That's why I say it's either silence or slander, because when they do something good or something notable, they stay silent. When it's time to defend or uphold, uplift, or try to build their guy up, they got to slander. And I'm tired of that. It's like, why? It's like, why? Bodywork salute. L30 crew salute, salute. I'm tired of the Tank and Matias slander. It's the same people that are fans of Haney, T.O., or Crawford. Yep. You right, George Martinez. Salute, salute, salute. Cookie Monster. Bodywork. One of my greatest supporters. Cookie Monster. George Martinez. Ryan is the A-side without a belt. I don't understand. I'm gonna put the link out here just in case somebody wanna get up here. I'm just gonna mosey on down through the comments. So I'll put the link in the chat just in case somebody wanna click the link and get something off their chest. But you know how it is. It's been a minute. It's been a couple days. It don't feel like it's been that long, but it do feel like it's been that long because I feel like I should be going on every day. But I just get, it's just like, man, when you see so much bullshit, you be like, man, how you can't. Well, I guess the truth is always withstanding. I can always keep putting stakes in the ground. But y'all, man, listening to this bullshit that they be putting out, it's like all that power, all that privilege you got access to this person, that's what you come up with. I be like, oh. Well, it's really telling me that I gotta work a little bit harder. You gotta work a little bit harder. That's why they stopped the fights early with Matias. They're afraid he would catch another one. Exactly. Facts, champ. Nick the Bill just on no bumper with the fake pimp. Smoke, stay on it, man. What it is, my boy, Bodywork Boxing. And I went to work Monday, man, and some shit happened. I got something hit. The shit is funny. Something fell down, and I bit down, and I got a habit of clenching my teeth. I clenched my teeth and cracked my teeth. So that's just being real. So I went to the dentist. I took 2 days off. I went to the dentist. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta do something. They were like, yeah, okay, cool. We gonna send this off, do that. We'll holler at you. So I'm like, okay, cool. But that's the only reason why I ain't go live. I could have did faceless and all that, but I'm like, man. I was just like, man, I get traction. I'm bubbling. I'm probably have all this content laid out. I'm supposed to been doing, reflecting. But it just let me know, man, you know, when you destined to do good, great things, you know what I'm saying? You're going to face adversity. That's why I do the adversity university. It's not a bad thing. You always going to face adversity, baby. You know, I appreciate y'all, man. Mailers I can say, Bob. What's up, Bodywork? Tank troll the ass of your core. It's in front. It is kind of funny. It is kind of funny, man. Devin is struggling to do 140 pounds to fight Ryan. Why Devin want to fight a man who weighs 135? He don't really. Some of the boxers, they ain't for the love of the sport. They in for cheddar. And the funny shit is that they don't know jack about. Bro, I sat up there. Y'all remember that post I did the other day? Remember the post I did the other day when I said rewind back and listen to the king? They let the darkie, you know what I'm saying? I said every time I fear them, they let some darkies get up there, but they let the darkie get up there. And when they did that, he got up there, he was talking for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? And then the fan came on and was like, nah, bro, like, actually, that was not him. He was like, oh, yeah, you right. I'm like, but y'all let this man run for 10 minutes with all these people. That's what I say the problem is. You let these guys get up here and talk for like 10 minutes, and they lying. So I don't get it. I'm like, but I'm hating when I point out, hold on, man, you don't even know what the fuck you talking about. Why are you up there talking? You didn't even research. Like, you knew you was gonna be prime time, but you so happy to be all up in front of the camera. You don't even qualify the information. That's why I say, if you were responsible about what you were talking about, that'd be different. But they don't even research the shit. Nothing. These fanboys run with the narrative. For every type of fan, they are a channel. Yeah, man. I realize what that is. That's just a money thing. I sent in a super chat today. I don't even know if they read it. You know what I'm saying? I was basically saying $10 because I love it. I like it for the interview that they get. Like that Imantas Stanionis, if you want to check it out, go to the Haney Voice and look at that Imantas Stanionis interview. Imantas Stanionis is one of the boxes I check for, man. The dude got a good personality. I like his spirit. I like his style. I think he got done wrong, and he got the spirit. I keep wondering, when I keep hearing about this, the only question I have, when you look at it talent-wise, I don't see why Boots would avoid Stanionis. The only thing I can reason is that they wanted both of them to have their own lanes in the 147. Both of them have two different belts. That's the only thing I can reason. But there's never been a chance or a time when Stanionis said no to Boots. He's been the only one that's been consistently saying that I want to fight Boots. I will fight Boots. Talent-wise and whatever, you know what I'm saying? We seen what Karan Trukajan was able to do. We know what kind of talent, you know what I'm saying, we see in Boots. Imantas Stanionis is the only guy that I've never heard and that I truly believe has never, ever said no. He actually wanted Boots. He wanted Thurman. He wanted Virgil. These are the guys we got to get behind, but because he's from Lithuania, speaks great English, got an excellent personality. That's the genius in what they do. The Haney Voice, they'll get all those. That's the genius. Getting those interviews. That other shit that they do when they just slander everybody if they ain't Glazing Devin or somebody that they like, I don't agree with it. Because it's slander. It's sloppy. It's irresponsible. So I sent in a super chat for $12. I said $10 for Stanionis interview. And then $2 for Modern King Boxing to get a new esophagus, man. Cause this man, you talking about a Glazer, you talking about, man, I don't know how many motherfuckers he done made chafe today. But I'm talking about he gonna ride that motherfucker till this till the skin come off, cuz. I'm like, dude, do you ever stop? Do you ever stop? No matter what they tell me, oh yeah, he just down on bended knee, opening wide. I'm like, have some decency. At least get these knee pads that I'm selling. I don't even think they read my super chat. Oh, they took the money. That's happened before where they done took the money and don't read the super chat. But it's like, okay, cool. Well, at least you know I paid you for your Stanionis interview. Because I'm willing to support. I'm willing to support when you're doing like what I like the fact that they get the interviews with the boxers, and sometimes they, depending on the boxing with the boxers on, if they can see it coming, if they know what they're doing and they know how to handle it, you can get an excellent interview. If they can't judge that shit that's going on, the salationists and all that, ain't gonna be no haps. What's up, Pop? Let me see. What's going on, man?
Man, I got to air out some grievances, man.
You got to air out some grievances?
Now you know for a fact that I was big on this fight. Right? These niggas is not built for the East Coast, bro.
Yeah.
Not built for the East Coast, bro. They not built for the East Coast, bro. Nah, they do not know. I just look. Why are you Bill, why do you have an interview on No Jumper with the fake pimp? It just dropped 4 hours ago. Like I just want to let y'all know, right? Because y'all wanted the like lower class urban dudes. That's who y'all wanted, right? Y'all wanted niggas that got, been to jail, been to county, been to prison, do illegal shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got my shit on right now. I got on my wife beater. I got on my greens from county. I'm just letting you know right now, if I was that nigga, I'm not fucking with you, bro. You ain't tapping over here. I'm fucking with you. You're not even in Brooklyn with your shenanigans. You're not even in Brooklyn with your shenanigans. That's it. Okay. If somebody was coming to fight in Baltimore, you coming to fight in somebody's backyard, and you're not gonna show up into their backyard until the fight night. Like, don't nobody know. You wasn't at the deli. You wasn't at the shoe spot. You ain't getting no t-shirts. You ain't pay your phone bill. Like, shit different over here on the East Coast. I don't know how y'all doing on the West Coast. I would tap in. I would definitely have somebody that I would know, like, yeah, how do I move so I don't step on no. Bro, Zach Judas, your godfather. You don't know nothing about you. You couldn't stroll around Brooklyn? Charleston White, the biggest troll in the world, was just in Rollo's hood. Like, but y'all got armed security.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was told they made that, be real with you, they made an example out of them two niggas. I was seriously told that.
That's what it's looking like.
Example out of them two.
That's what it's looking like.
Real talk. Now let me get back, but I was told, like, we was going back and forth, and he was like, yo, they making examples out of them. This shit is bad. He like, I know they was gonna do them dirty, but I didn't know they was gonna do them like, they got Devin looking like Neo from the Matrix. Got Devin looking like nigga. Shout out to Shy News because I didn't even see it. I was like, he do look like Neo from the Matrix. But you want to talk about fashion. Bro, maybe you should tap in the fashion that's in LA, not the fashion that's on the East Coast. Definitely not New York. You don't even know what entities you're trying to bring in. Niggas from Baltimore, niggas from Philly, niggas from Jersey, niggas from New York, all different swag, lingo, clothes, everything. But that's the same range as California. See, like y'all might wear Chucks one way and lugs in the other. The nigga, it's totally different. The nigga in Baltimore don't rock what the nigga in New York wear. And that's the island nigga. Not to mention all 5 boroughs who think that they're states. They just did this all wrong, bro. And if I was mad, how I be talking shit? That's what you get. When the numbers come out and the sales pop up, that's what you get, bro. Y'all have no clue. I literally just watched it. Y'all have no clue how to tap in over it. Not one.
Even the dialogue, to me, the dialogue, and it's like if you're gonna have a script, then have a working script with a couple ad libs here and there. But it was just like, okay, Ryan, you just kirk out, and then Devin, you just play super serious, like he gotta pay. It's like, pay for what? For all the stuff you were doing? That's what I was saying about the whole your mother, you don't got no father stuff. It's like, it's okay. It's okay when we do that. That's the bigger message. It's okay when we do that. It's okay for you to do that to somebody of your own kind. When somebody else do it to you, now you want to run around like there's been some grave misjustice. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing as far as I'm concerned. I'm
Bro,
like,
the mother shit, the mama shit, let me know some up. Floyd out there telling shit, bro. Floyd over there telling shit, bro. Word. Because then I was like, where is your mom? I never see your mother. Even Floyd gave his mom a little TV time on the All Access. Even Floyd gave his mom a little TV time, bro. Like get to know my mom. You want people, Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Logan and Jake Paul got it. I met when he fought on Showtime. I met, and the whole country and the whole world. You can go back and look it up. We all met Paul's mother and see that she's just a regular old. She's a regular old lady.
mm-hmm.
So you dudes came out here. You talked about. You gave everybody else heat for their fight. Watch how them niggas not talk about you when it's their turn to fight. I watched Neo get off stage, come down and talk about Tank. I literally watched Neo come off stage and talk about Tank. What are you talking about Tank for? He on Twitter with Shakur. He ain't even thinking about you.
You know, when I tapped into $1 million, when I tapped into the $1 million worth of game, as soon as I tapped in, I heard them just talking about Tank. You know what I did? I tapped right back out. I said, see, this is what I don't like. Like, I don't know if you realized this, but Aaron Jones, he said it. Aaron Jones. That's why I stopped right here. He said it. He basically said that what he's trying to do is like encapsulate the Tank fan base. It's like that's like he might not necessarily have, y'all might not necessarily have the same fan base. You got to get and resonate the people that belong with you. And it's like I have a problem with, and I know this is the way of marketing because I hear them guys on this other channel, the Haney Voice, they always say, "Oh, what I would do, man, yeah, attach yourself to the." That's you can do it. But it's not the way, because if you do it, like if I did that, if all I ever did was attach myself to that one and just, you would be like, man, that's gay. Like you would say, man, stop, find your own way. I was like, okay, cool. So I don't like the fact that they cannot, like it's proven now, they cannot sell without using Tank. Like no, in any shape, form, they cannot do it. And I think this is a lesson for them, or it should be, that you need to get right, man. Just find your own way.
Bruh.
Carve your own lane.
Like, remember that movie, The Head of State, with Chris Rock?
Yeah.
Remember when the girl was like, you know, the horses they can't even see, they got blinders on.
Yeah.
They just run their own race. They don't even know who won or what.
Yeah.
Nigga, you steady over here doing like this, right? But you really doing like this. You looking forward up that way. Whenever Tank really takes a look and look back, like he's look back and see all y'all niggas looking at him. He's like, he might start backpedaling like, damn, like you niggas can't catch me. Why you listen? Run your race, bro. Cause he not worried about y'all. He not. And when he actually do speak on y'all, he go viral. You not fucking with him right now. He's playing with rocket fuel. You niggas was playing with airplane fuel. Niggas back down to premium. You back down to premium. You niggas are down to premium, bro. Like, Tank is in the stratosphere. He's in outer space. You niggas was in the air. The Devin Regis fight, Ryan, you actually fighting Tank, then take another fight. But this fight, you niggas about to be using unleaded. Keep fucking with Tank. Keep saying Tank name. Keep giving all your steam, your fuel to everyone else. You're giving it, you gave them something to AB. They told you, shut the fuck up. You see, you said nothing, no tweets, no nothing. They told you, are you stupid? You're trying to give Adrian Broner and Blair Cobb and Don King, you're trying to give them heat? Are you serious? Okay, shut up. Don't say nothing else about that. You're online with random dudes that got likes on Instagram trying to go back and forth with them. That's not selling the fight. Is that nigga's on wherever he was, he not coming to your fight. And we're not paying $80 for your fight. Y'all niggas is not worth $40 a piece for you, motherfucker.
Look what this man said. Bill Haney looked like the president of KFC, and Devin looked like the bisexual Blade.
Bruh. Yo, me and somebody was like, yo, look at him. Like, he was like, look at him. Yo, Bill dressed like the coon. I'm looking at him. I'm like, he looked like the frog from the WB. From the WB. Yo, Bill, you don't even listen, Bill. Listen. I'm from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. I've been living in Long Island, New York, 20 years. Bruh, you ain't tap in right over here. You can't come over here and try to touch Tank fan base when this is just inbred into him. We inbred into him, bruh. It's it. He has the East Coast. If you want to come over here, you're gonna have to do something like you're gonna have to have some giveaways, you're gonna have to show up to the right spots. How the fuck you ain't tap in? Is that Judy's your godfather? He's from Brooklyn. That don't make no sense. Zab from Brooklyn is your godfather. You niggas is at the Empire State Building. You ain't even go to Harlem, bro. You don't. I see you on No Jumper with the fake pimp, but you can't get on Mav High for shit. Mav with a shout show for you.
It might not work.
You're paying Ness and them niggas that money. You could have paid Mav that money and got some real numbers.
Bro, but look,
go ahead.
Let me ask you this though, because you know, this is where I go. This is my man Pop right here. I was saying, man, when I'm not on mine and I just want to go away and I ain't doing content, I just want to be able to talk. Cause we don't agree, on everything. We don't, but we just talk boxing. It ain't never nothing. You know what I'm saying? We could disagree all day, every day, but we just be kicking it. So when I ain't here and I just want to talk boxing, but I just want to be like at the bar, like we had a classic episode. Was it last Friday?
Yeah, I think Destiny pulled up.
Yeah, I think it was like last Friday. We had a classic like 3-4 hour episode where we were just like it was almost like we was at the bar just lounging. But I do want to get your perspective going into this, man. I know we got the weigh-in and everything, but like, how do you see what do you see and how do you see it X's and O's wise now? Like with all the fuckery. Mm-hmm. We always said that there was a good. I think we was eye to eye on the fact that it was a good stylistic matchup, and inside the ring, it's a good fight. It was just all the outside the ring shenanigans. Yeah. How do you see the actual fight, though? Whatever, all things considered up to this point.
There's two ways it can go. It's really cliche, but Devin weather the storm, uses combinations, use his jab. You know what I'm saying? Keep that check left hook sharp. And utilize, the straight right hand. He could win on decision. He could rock Ryan a few times, but I don't think he could put him to sleep. I could be wrong. I was wrong by him dropping Regis. When it comes to Ryan, all that shit that Devin got, he can do it perfectly. But one athletic move, it changed everything. Because, Well, the old saying from the 90s, we never done with the 90s. You know, Mike Tyson said, everybody got a plan till they get hit. So, you know, that plan could be going, you know, Amir Khan had a plan that was executed perfectly up until one slip up. Never put his ass to sleep.
The Canelo.
You know, shit happens, you know. Gamboa had a good plan until Bud caught his timing. Certain shit that, you know, niggas gotta watch. Like, Ryan could catch him. You know, Ryan could piss him off. Maybe Ryan could. I don't think he's that kind of fighter to be smart enough to try to lullaby Devin to sleep. To maybe Devin, because, you know, they talking that middle of the ring shit. I really don't think so. They saving the push for Friday. Maybe Ryan get the push this time.
Oh, but look, when I told my lady, I said the other day, I said, man, you know, I said, you know, Devin did a what was it, like a slap mush. They were saying it was like a slap mush. And the first thing my lady said was like, he sure do pick and choose when he act like that. I said, babe, I said, see, that's why you my lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had to say nothing. She was like, he sure do pick and choose when he had that. And I said, he sure do. Because even though he did beat Regis ass in the ring now, I ain't gonna lie, he didn't do all that at the weigh-in. But then when you seen the Loma thing, it was just like, ooh, like I'm like, he sure is selective when he acts like that.
Loma say nothing. I didn't see Loma say anything. Loma was just standing there like, he did all the talking, and then he pushed the shit out of him. And I was just like, and I was looking like, yo, bro, you big as hell. You pushing that little kid, pushing. Like, if we was in the street, like, yo, why you pushing that little kid like that? Why don't you push that? Yo, pick on somebody your own side. Don't you push that little kid. Why you pushing that little kid? You taller than him. You about 20, 30 pounds bigger than this little nigga. Why you pushing that little kid like that? Anyway. And if we was in the street, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, they'd be like, he be telling everybody at school he won. We'd be like, he really ain't winning like that.
You watching it?
Right? If we was in school, the Loma Haney fight, when we went back to school that Monday, we be like, yo, and they got his ass up at the park. He was running his mouth and all that talking. Yo, a white boy, yeah. If we was in the park, we was at the park, he lost that fight. You know that, I know that. The shit happened at the park, at the skating ring, at the store. He lost that fight.
Yeah.
Word. Nah, he was all bro. You see, he was wearing glasses when you were talking to him, right? He was wearing glasses. Yeah.
How did he look though?
What
did you guys? Did you look at the? How did they look? Because I was looking at everything, and I'm like, for everybody we talking about how Ryan looked. Ryan kind of looked like he was there. I couldn't really see much because Devin was close.
Well, tomorrow you got the weigh-in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ryan could be like, he could have got an "I told you so" phone call, and I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Ruining the fight, fooling everybody. Like, I don't know, but I do know what his plan was, and that I don't know why he tried that. He wanted to out crazy Bill in his own way, without even interacting with Bill. He out crazy Bill. Like when he was putting the shea butter in his hair, right? He's putting the shea butter in his hair, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, see, Devin, this is another thing like you don't know, because no disrespect, but you're from the West Coast. Niggas put shea butter in their hair, bro. Yes, they'll do it sometimes. Definitely. If you're from the hood and you ain't got no hair grease, shea butter and cocoa butter will go right into your scalp, baby. We'll go right in. You know, what's the harm? It's moisturizing your scalp. So what's the harm? Like you ain't know that? Of course you don't know that because from the West Coast. No, you got no. Of course you got no East Coast swag, my nigga. Like we don't walk into the spot like Neo. You know, I got my. Do you know anybody who dresses like Neo from not even the new Matrix, the old Matrix?
Hey,
I got my 22-year-old right here. I'm just trying to see if I'm out of date, you know, because I'm 43. She just gave me the stank face look like nobody dresses like Neo. You know, I'm 43. I have a 22-year-old. I'm trying to make sure that's right around Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia age. You know, so just making sure people don't dress like Neo. You said what? What do you want? Some noodles?
you know what? When I first seen him, the
Yeah.
first thing that popped into my mind was the red and the blue pill meme. I started thinking about memes. I said, I can't wait to get to my phone to make a meme for this. I seen that Matrix, that Neo. I'm just thinking, man. And salute, man, Lazar. I see you got a roll, man. All right, Luis Diaz. I see you got a roll, man. Anybody got a roll? Good night, man. Thanks for coming out. You know, we just kicking it right now, but I got to the gist of what I was saying. But like when I first seen that, all I seen was memes with the red and the blue pill with that Morpheus. I was gonna do a joint with him in the middle with the hands with the red. And then I seen that only thing Bill was missing was I forgot what they call him, man, what the cowboy used to wear. If he would have had one of them things that kind of looked like this that came down, man, he would look just like
but like the hat with bruh.
The Colonel, man.
Bruh. It's just so much like see Bill, y'all don't even got like bruh, real talk, you should have your training camp over here. You should have got clowned a little bit, and then you know your shit talking game would have went up. But you're talking shit from a West Coast old school pimp, you know what I'm saying? That kept it up, my nigga. But you're fighting in Brooklyn. Like, I hope your son plays some chink drug or some pop smoke or something. Be real with you, bro. Like, I don't know what other niggas know about East Coast, but y'all from the West Coast, and some of the greatest rappers from Brooklyn died where? You just had from New York, like really, nigga. I'll be real with you, niggas still really claim Pop from New York. They really claim, he born here, nigga. They still claim Jordan, he born here, nigga. New York claim you here. So them niggas are talking about Pop Big and Pop Smoke, and you ain't even over here in Brooklyn, and you fighting in Brooklyn. I don't think you're gonna be able to play a couple Biggie songs and niggas gonna be like, all right, that's not gonna rock. That's not gonna rock. That's not gonna rock. Word. I'll be real with you, yo. Somebody told me we was going back and forth, and I was like, yo, them niggas should have did Mav Hoffa shit. They'd have got crazy. He saw that $1 million worth of game shit, and nigga hit me, was like, yo, you might have been right. It should have been Mav Hoffa shit.
They tried to put a little shot in the arm. It's just too little, too late, and then it's bipolar because of the way they're acting. It's not cohesive.
Bring me my drinks.
Like with how they was doing it, but
on some real shit.
This the whole thing with me.
How you sell this fight? How you sell this fight? Okay, I asked you in the chat this. Bring me the mango juice. Did y'all watch the third episode of the 40 days, 40 nights shit, the 40 days shit?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't watched them 40 days shit.
You didn't watch it? Okay, cool. I watched it, right? Because you know, like I know, I was really invested into this fight. I thought this fight would be something. He's in the grocery store, right? Or like a store. He gets some shit, right? In a grocery store or a health store, right? Old black man. Walks up to him. I know you. He hit him with the Kevin Hart, Steve. You snap finger fingers. Oh my fucking phone. Oh, and you're fighting the guy that was fighting Tank. Think about that. I want you are on your side of the country. Going to a store. Motherfucker almost know you. Almost. I want everybody to think about this. He almost know you. What's his fucking name? What's his name, Jasmine? Fucking. What's his name? What's his name on him? His name's. But I seen you. You getting ready to fight the young kid, the TikTok kid that fought Tank. Yeah, both of y'all, yeah. He already fought Tank. Yeah. And you try to say some shit. Yeah, Tank made him quit. Tank is the star of you niggas movies because you allow it. You bring him in. You can't listen, real talk. You cannot be Michael Jai White and bring in Denzel Washington and think that you're gonna shine. All right, work that way, buddy. You got to be like somewhere on the level or trajectory in that way, and him letting you come up there. But like, he's not even entering you niggas. Like, he's waiting for you niggas, and he's kind of sitting back like, when are you niggas gonna figure out to just get here? Stop worrying about me and just get here. You'll get here, and then I'll beat you up, and you'll get your payday. But hurry up. But you worry about the wrong shit. Like, I don't hear Subriel Matias talking about Tank. I really don't. I don't. I hear him, like, people ask him, and then he may answer a question. Yeah, I'll fight him if he comes to 140. But he don't seem to be coming to 140, does he? Everybody got this predicament that he's gonna go fight Isaac Cruz. The fuck tell y'all that shit?
It's just a conversation. Tank keep the lights on. But what you think about this? What my man Coach Key said? Devin look weight drained as hell. What you think? I was looking at it and I'm like, hold on, for it to be a day out from weigh-in, he did look a little I'm like, man, if you gotta lose a lot more, I don't know.
Ryan. They was betting, the shit was they was betting $500,000 a pound. Because he don't think Ryan can make weight. He think Ryan look heavy. So, it's a perspective of what people think. You know what I'm saying?
I see they tried to paint that, but like Devin ain't got no leeway. He the champion. If he miss it, it's over. That belt at a minimum is going vacant. So he ain't got no wiggle room. That's why I thought that was silly. Like, he can't play around with the weight. Ryan, he could take a gamble and be like, all right, well, shit, I'm gonna pay you these extra couple dollars. There ain't nothing to shake a stick at, but at the same time,
yeah, but I'll pay some bread for you to make the fight go on, and nobody,
So, but I'm thinking as far as when I looked at Dev, I said, man, he don't look that bad, but this is not weigh-in day, and we've seen him look like Skeletor. So, I thought that it's gonna be interesting to see that. It's gonna be interesting to see that tomorrow. It really is.
Holy shit, yo! He fucking I got that picture in my thumbnails. Like, Damn, bro, why you look like 50 Cent went from when he played the cancer patient? Like, y'all niggas better be careful, bro. Like, no, like Richard Pryor did that shit, lost weight, and never, and ended up like nigga. But anyway, Devin, to blow up 20-some pounds in one night, you should have like. I mean, yeah, he probably gonna make the one. He probably gonna make 140 on the dot. But bruh, you're killing yourself to make like. Are we gonna? When are we? Okay, Devin Haney's a great fighter, undisputed. He finally earned pound for pound for me because he's a 2-division champion, right? But when we gonna start calling Devin Haney a weight bully? Like everybody else. Like, nah, they try to act like Devin's not a weight bully. They try to act like Devin's not a weight bully. Like they talking about some this ain't his stop. This ain't his last stop. He may get to 154. What the fuck you still doing at 140? Then? Fuck you doing? If you that nice, if you that guy, right, and you feel so confident in yourself, moving up to 147, right? One of them niggas. Going up there, see what Boots got for you. Go on, see what's up. You go ahead. Come on. You know what's
what
up.
he said about Boots?
What?
He hyped. We still haven't seen him fight any legit. I'm like, hold on now. It's okay. I mean, I don't know. You with your peers, but it's crazy how when people say we haven't seen you fight, because I've never, like, I was never really with all of the I salute Loma for what he was able to do. But given the fact that 2.5 years prior, Devin said he was too old and too small. That was 2.5 years before he fought him.
And said he didn't say that.
Huh?
And then he said he didn't say that.
But I got it. I got it on wax. I got all this shit. Like, I got receipts. So it's like
Loma had the receipts too.
But I'm like, so all of this hindsight, they're just like everybody saying they want to see Tank in Loma. And I'm like, man, I would take it, but it's not something that I'm vying for, because I know he ain't gonna get no credit. They're not even trying to give him credit for Frank. I'm like, just like, man, around the Shakur time, I was like, man, this is what really gets me, is when I listened to the conversation that was a couple months ago and how they were viewing Frank and what was going on versus now. It's the same old. So now the Tank gonna see him, somebody that y'all said, oh, he won't fight no slick black fighter, nobody that's of a threat. Notice now one of the biggest Devin Haney knee pad wearing, throat coat spraying, tonsil jewelry displaying fans is up there talking about like Frank is going to he got him beaten. I was like, hold on. Up until, I don't know what happened between the last time I heard you say this and now, but before it was Tank beats everybody but Devin, Errol Spence, and Terrence Crawford from 147 and below. That's what he said. Now is he got Frank. I'm like, so what actually happened? Frank fought Artem, faced a little bit of adversity, made the man take a knee. Yep. Tank, he stopped riding and then been in legal controversy for the last year. What changed?
I'm gonna be real with you. Phone calls and text messages and chat, and they do watch, right? They do watch, but because of shit like LDBC and CBD and NON and other niggas like that, it's hard, bro, because when they look at the numbers, they be like, you don't reach your audience, like your numbers are blown up and bullshit. And like, who's actually giving out real good quality and trying to like educate? And then like they really blew it for us. Like they beat us to it, but they really blew it. Real talk, bro. Like we're talking to like the people who really want to know what's up. And then when the shit that you tell them, and they come in for that body work, and niggas go out there and other people's shit and talk to them, and I bet you they come back here and be like, yo, this nigga's fucking retarded. You know what I'm saying? What? No clue what this nigga's talking about. Like, niggas just saying this and that, and he reaching and his whole programmed ass chat is like, it is like, and it, oh, bro, go check Shy's latest clip, bro. You're gonna die laughing. You're gonna die laughing. You're gonna die laughing. Yeah. Yeah, he's shooting at you, bro. He ain't, I don't know if you can call it, like, he's shooting. Yeah, he blowing niggas up right now, bro. Yeah, he's saying their name. He got their damn. He on some other shit right now, bro. Like, cause he's like, he's on some whack 100 shit. He's exposed.
I'm gonna go check it out.
He's exposing. I'm like, yo, bro, this shit. I'm only talking about fights that are booked. I'm not talking about nothing else fantasy. If I see it and I know that it's paper, like they said, I'm seeing a bunch of Tank he signed a 6-fight deal. He ain't got no date for his first fight.
Yeah, I don't buy into all of that stuff. I don't really get into all that, but like for me, I kind of got away from wanting to do the names and stuff. I might say the Haney voice and all that just because that's where a lot of this shit starts. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like if you cut the head off, well, you go to the body, the head will fall. But if you cut the head off the snake, you know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. But I'm just, them and a couple other people. Them and a couple other people. I'm gonna say this before. I'm gonna bring my man Aaron Jones up here. But like I'm gonna say this. It amazes me when I sit there and I hear these guys say some of the things they say. Like the latest thing was he said, man, when you look at it, he said, yeah, 3 judges rendered the verdict. Talking about the Loma and the Devin fight. 3 judges rendered the verdict. That was unanimous. And then he said, so when you look at that he said, what he say? I don't know if he said that was unanimous, but then he said the punch stats. I said, and then he said it so casual, like ain't nobody actually gonna look at it, but it's like that was one of my talking points because if you gotta have something to refute, you at least gotta look at the numbers. And I'm like, hold on, the dude got outlanded in total punches, he got outlanded in power punches. The expert Jazz Smith got out jabbed. The only thing that he won in was the body work, and that was my lane. So I was like, I gotta give him credit for that. But they say these things, and then people don't. It ain't no rebuttal. It ain't no. Hold on, man. I looked at the stat line, or they just say it, and they so comfortable. And I'm just like, you ain't no competing with that. If you can just lie and you just got blind followers that's just gonna run with it. I could be the voice of reason all day, but if you don't want reason, you can be like, fuck what he talking about. But that's all I wanted to say. Aaron Jones, go ahead, man. This is my day one, Aaron Jones, man.
Salute.
What's up, Aaron?
Yo, what's up with y'all, man?
What's happening, man?
Hey, man, at work, chilling. Man, my man.
I know that work shit when you listening. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, yo, but no, I want to say, my man James, yo, he been saying what I've been saying, yo, for a minute about Devin and them. Like, bro, you cannot try to sell to a fan base that's not like you feel me, that you can't relate to, and there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is
You
his
gotta come
fans,
over here.
yo, his fans, bro. It's his fans, bro. I think the worst thing you do as a boxer is listen to your dumb ass fans. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. For real, like, why is you listening to fucking YouTubers? They keep trying to tell, and you could tell that he repeating stuff that either his father's saying or like YouTube pages is saying, because he be stuttering. It's like he be trying to remember what the lie is so he can pray with the other lie that he got make up himself. I be like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say I feel bad for him, but like, yo, he be dying out that bitch as far as like media wise, because he don't know what to say.
You like
Then he tried to wear Nike boots. Yeah, when he smacked Ryan, bro. West Coast, what West Coast person you know wear Nike boots, bro?
he listen. This is why I was saying it's bad. Like you didn't tap in. Your godfather's from Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's what where's Zab at, man?
Haven't seen Zab nowhere.
Yo,
Like,
I
if
would
your
have bought Zab.
godfather's from Brooklyn, like that means his dad just as hood. Like the brothers, like the sons, nephews.
I ain't think about that.
Bro, listen. What I'm saying is, right, California, I keep saying this, people gotta understand this shit. California is a big state, right? Cool. The equivalent of California includes the DMV and the fucking tri-state area.
Yep, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not one state, bro.
That's
It's
crazy.
6 states, and it's 6 states and DC, and that's all different fucking niggas.
95, man.
Why 95? That's all what niggas wear. And what? Listen, bro. Let me get through it. What niggas wear? Niggas don't wear in Manhattan. Niggas don't wear in Harlem. Niggas don't wear in Bronx. Niggas don't wear in Queens. Niggas on the island take from all of them. Boom. That's just New York. You got Jersey, Pennsylvania, Baltimore, Delaware, Virginia, DC, Connecticut. We all different niggas. You ain't tapping into none of us, bro. You ain't tapping into none of us, bro. I got on a New York snapback. I got on a Knicks snapback with a wife beater. Body work dressed totally different. I know you at work, but if you be dressed totally like nigga, you ain't tapping into none of us, nigga. What you think you just gonna play Tupac or some shit? We go, nigga, we just no, homie. No, bro. I see you on what, bro? I see you on a rapper's podcast. I didn't even know how to podcast.
Oh yeah, YG.
What are you doing over there? What you doing over there?
Oh my God.
I see Bill over here, right? See, like, you gotta understand, bro. Like, New York niggas, East Coast niggas, we be like, nigga, how the fuck? What the fuck, your West Coast? You just dropped. You got 4 hours ago. Your West Coast podcast dropped. But I just seen you and your son pushing Ryan. What the fuck going on?
It's not.
No podcasters over here, huh? Nobody. You ain't fucking Nori, no Math, no Joe Button. Nigga, you ain't even do no ugly money. Nigga pushing the buttons and shit. You ain't do none of that. But then I see some other shit, right? When Oscar does a podcast, what podcast did Oscar go on? See, the levels are different with this shit, bro. I was looking at this is a fucking debacle. He did a 35-minute interview with Stephen A. Smith, bro.
Oh, I ain't know that.
Bro. This body work knows when they started to push and shit. I was like, this is my fight. I'm gonna be on it. I'm gonna see these niggas. These niggas fuck this fight up, bro.
Yeah.
A nigga that I was talking to that was laughing at it after a while, bro. We was gonna drop content today. He was like, yo, man, I don't want to drop this. This shit is I don't need, because this is what we was covering. Like, man, I don't want to watch this shit. He don't even want to watch the fucking fight. He word of mother. He's going out on the 20th. He's going out because of his birthday. He's like, nigga, I'm not watching the fight. Not this shit. Not this shit. I'm not watching this shit. Or he's LinkedIn everywhere with his boxing shit. He said, I'm not watching this shit, bro. This shit hurt my feelings. I'm a little emotional about it.
Bro, nobody's saying nothing about it, though. They just asking about Tank.
There's no way you do this, bro. You're fighting, and bro, I don't know if they understand the relevance of this shit. And this is why I keep saying Tank is the star of their movie. You're fighting in his house.
Exactly, dumbass niggas.
Jesus Christ. Listen, hold on, wait. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Okay. Right? You're fighting in T.O.'s backyard, and he got the flu and can't come outside. And his parents said that y'all could come and play because they the nice people in the neighborhood. They let all the kids come and play. So they playing with all the T.O. toys, right? And shit like that. But this is Tank's territory. Everybody got to pay dues to Tank. Because if Tank can sell out in a few days with Rolly, and you niggas trying to still give away tickets?
That shit crazy to me, that ticket shit. I ain't gonna lie. I was not expecting that.
My nigga, I live in New York, bro. I'm hit. Niggas is like, word? They fighting in Brooklyn?
Wow.
Niggas was fighting in like the Hulu or something. The way they in. Niggas is not. Bro, this shit, listen, y'all ain't tap in. Nothing. No giveaways, no nothing. I mean, nothing. You not up and down the East Coast making your ways. You stayed on the West Coast promoting this fight.
They try to tax niggas with the tickets. Trying to tax niggas with the tickets, man. What the fuck?
And then you trying to charge Tank prices, and y'all the niggas talking shit about Tank, especially you, Devin and Bill. You niggas you're talking shit about Tank, and he runs this coat. Not even Canelo's stupid enough to come over here and try to damn do some shit. Tank sells out in Atlanta multiple times. Let's not even talk about when he went to Baltimore. This nigga got to go to the stadiums and all that shit, throw out pictures and all that shit, right? Barclays? Niggas get shot when Tank fight. What y'all talking about? The tri-state area and the DMV pulling up.
That's when he won his first title.
He won his first title. What we doing? The stream ain't even working. You gotta pay for it. And what we doing? We paying for it. Are we going? We both going somewhere to go watch it?
Yeah.
We don't know you niggas. And you ain't tap in. East Coast niggas always got to tap in when they go to Cali, right? That's the shit, right? No matter what you are, if you're a celebrity and you go to the damn West Coast, you got to tap in, right? Or you think if you come over here and you trying to get Tank's territory, you trying to pull 10% of what you, and you ain't tapping in. you, you ain't tapping in. Oh no. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Could you imagine a motherfucker trying to damn do some shit like that in your shit? No matter what it is with work, nigga just trying to just be like, yeah, I'm trying to, I'm trying to get it, I'm trying to come over here and get a couple of jobs. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. We know you nice, nigga, but you ain't even come over here and say, hey, or what's up or nothing. Trying to take money out of our pocket. You ain't even trying to buy niggas lunch. You at least have some common courtesy, brother. You was in foreign territory and you have no clue. You fighting with it. You over here in Chucks and Lugs and Neo outfits, nigga. We wear Uptown, J's, Louis, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Hoodies, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know. Like your knuckle check gotta be right over here, nigga, because you will go up for a gun. For a gun, you will go up. For drugs, you come home quick. See the difference over there? For drugs, you go up. For guns, you come home. See, shit different. Maybe you should have called Zab, seen what was up.
And to celebrate the release of the toys, sharing its name.
That's a good point, yo, Zab. Instead of having Bill bluffing ass up there, why not have your godfather, Zab Judah? And then y'all not even in like the where the people at. Y'all at the Empire State Building, and y'all not really. That's just like when Shakur tried to fight in Atlanta, and that shit did bad.
Bro, okay. I spoke to somebody that went to that fight. He said they had a big poster and it had Shakur's name on it. What? Here's the thing with, but Shakur got paid $3 million for that fight, right?
Yeah.
And they're giving, just not to get off topic, right? But they're giving T.O. take it or leave it deals. But when you go to watch T.O. fight at the Hulu, T.O.'s 150 feet tall with the screen on the building.
That's crazy, bro.
With the Bud Light shit.
Sponsored.
So, yeah, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because right now, Bob's getting his get back with him, man. Like, if you didn't know, you should know. Like, you're not going to do Bob like that.
Hell no.
So Bob going to make you pay for it. So that's what he's getting, those type of deals. But Shakur's getting like a nice, he like every time, like his last couple of fights, he's getting good bags. But he's not getting the promotion or the push or the fight that he wants. So it's like, okay, nigga, give me some of that money back. And you know what I'm saying? That's how Bob's playing with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, listen, Jay Prince wants you getting paid. So okay, you getting paid, but T.O.'s gonna get the marketing, but I'm gonna fuck him over. The money that I gave you, that was some of T.O. money.
Dang.
Because T.O.'s in like 1.2.
Yeah, he's still at 1 point.
And Shakur's getting 3.
Straight up 3.
Hey, Aaron, let me ask you something, bro. What did you think when you found out, bro? Wasn't the cat out the bag when you found out that this man took a 45, 55, and he was the B-side to Ryan?
Oh man, like, bro, when I actually seen him say that, I'm like, oh yeah. See, they couldn't run with that lie. You feel me? They couldn't run with that lie. They had to say that because it's gonna come out regardless. But when I found that out, I'm like, damn. So I had first thing I did was, which I always do because I'm petty. I had to look at all his fans, his fanboys and shit, his YouTube page, they changed the narrative real quick. What does pay-per-view sales and ticket sales have to do with
Yeah,
the
you
boxing?
seen that?
I'm like, damn, man, y'all, man, who wanna live like that? That's why you gotta respect people like you, man. You gotta respect people like you, cause you gonna get to wherever you want to get at, regardless. They out here, like, I never seen a group of grown ass men constantly want to make themselves look dumb for a 20, 26, 25-year-old. It's crazy to me, man. Like, y'all could be doing something better. Y'all could be doing something way better, because he make y'all look dumb. Like the whole shit with the when Devin said, when he told Ryan stop keep starving or something, like it's gonna be a stipulation or something like that. You had his one channel ask him the question earlier, so is there any stipulations in it? One of his gold channels, he was like, oh no, it's not no stipulation. I think Ryan gonna make the way. I'm like, see, y'all listen to what he say on the internet, but he don't even believe that shit. Y'all just make yourself look so dick riders, like so fucking fanned out. Like that 45, 55 shit explains it all. Like how you the B side to the B side, bro.
That's what I said. You got you undisputed, you former undisputed, and you moved up, and you got a championship, but then you got a cow tail. Like, so in essence, the way I was looking is like, okay, so this is the big picture. This is what really happened, and this is what I saw. So you took the B side to Ryan, who don't have a title, never sniffed the title. You were former undisputed at a lower weight division, and then got a championship. So you're the champion, he's the challenger. But then when I look at Cambosa, you took peanuts, according to all your people. You went halfway across the globe, signed up to do it twice, and had to take it from Loma. But when I look at it, it boils down to what I've been saying this whole time. Those were not optional things that you had to do. You had to do those. Like, see, that's what people don't really realize. Like, they don't really realize that when it came down to that Cambosis, there was no other option. Either you use the leverage you got that belt that they emailed when Loma got elevated. Either you use that belt to have your opportunity to go fight for the other ones, or you want to get locked out. And it's just like with this Ryan thing. Now listen,
to be real with you though, bro, he doesn't even get that damn fight if it's a world crisis in Ukraine. And Loma,
right, he don't.
Loma not a real ass nigga and be like, I'm fighting for my damn country. You don't even get that fight.
You don't get it. You don't get it. The only reason why you got it because of Bill jumped out there and put his whole foot in his whole mouth. Oh man, we'll take what Loma got. They said, oh yeah, they sent that contract so fast. I think the motherfucker, it was they had returned it back. They had to send it back again just to get the signature on that motherfucker because they sent it back and forgot to sign it. Like, I agree, and then sent, oh man, we need you to sign it at least. So they signed it.
My bad.
Huh?
He said, my bad. We forgot. We
Yeah,
never like this.
They were at the merch. So what this tells me, because the big picture to me is you'll leave Showtime, you'll go over there and you'll get down with Eddie. You'll go over there, you'll get down with Bob. You'll go back to Eddie. You'll flirt back with Bob, but you won't lift your index finger to call Al. And
they don't want that fight. They don't want that fight, man.
That's what I was saying.
You, like we've been talking, yo, bro. When it comes to these niggas, I've been talking about this shit all day, right? If you think about it, what gym they started out of?
Mayweather.
And he was on Showtime, and they was, if you go back and look, he was really pushing them. He really wanted to push them. And out of the blue, what did he do? Went to the new niggas, right? Ooh. Yo, them billionaires don't take that shit lightly. Luckily, Floyd had an ace in the hole, and he had Tank. But they really wanted Tank and Devin, and you could interchange them niggas, and they probably may have fought, may have never fought, moving them through the weight division. You went to the competitor. Okay. They let that shit rock. I think Floyd Sr. was like, leave him alone. He was like, Floyd, I like him. So you notice how like Floyd never gave him any backhand comments, nothing. Them niggas started that shit publicly, right? Who started bringing up the sparring session?
They did.
They did. It's been like 3-4 years they kept talking about it. They kept bringing it up. All of a sudden, they kind of pissed Floyd off. Ryan said, and Floyd was like, listen, Floyd's not to take that fight. See what the fuck you got to deal with? And I'm tired of this motherfucker talking. Keep talking about that footage. Here, give him this. All that footage you kept talking about for years about your son destroying Tank. We see Tank. What? Dog walking his fucking ass with rock'em sock'em fucking gloves on. So, what the drunk?
That liquid courage was whipping it down.
AB was saying, and everybody was like, AB's drunk. He don't know what he's talking about. Everything AB said looked like it happened. Didn't AB say the niggas gonna be fighting on apps in a minute? I'll be fighting on Twitter. I don't know why niggas don't like Agent. I'm just saying, but AB ain't lied. He drunk. He can't lie. If you ask him something, he gonna tell you the truth. Right? And he told us what happened. He said, man, listen, I jumped in there because the boy was, man, I thought the boy was about to get killed. He only 17. He ain't gonna be doing this shit. This is literally a dog fight. This was 2 pit bulls in there, and one pit bull wasn't fucking ready. One of them was ready to get, like, one of them was, if you don't get in there and jump on that and help him, fuck that boy up. So after 5, 10, 15 minutes later, you start tagging Tank. And he like, man, I'm tired. I'm just damn Hennessy kicking in. All this shit. I'm about to throw up. Man,
I'm telling you.
Like on some, like, we on some nigga shit. Like this is some nigga shit that you pull me into. This ain't no boxing, none of this shit. Nigga, I done got the bag real quick. I'm out here partying with AB. You done won. You got like 6, 7, 8 million. We flying around, smashing chicks, drinking, smoking. Nigga, I'm living in a life. I'm from Baltimore. I come up from sleeping on the concrete, waiting for the gym to open from the rec center, nigga. And I'm at the, you know, man, you know what kind of smell you gotta smell at the goddamn fish shit? You niggas know. They don't know. Them niggas, this nigga Tank sitting there all day waiting for this nigga to get off work. Then to go box. You know what you smell like? And you ain't got no shower like that to be taken because you. But you want to take some of this nigga fame.
Mm-hmm.
How, bro? And you ain't tapping in. Back to you not tapping in. That you want to take 10 fans. You want to take at the minimum, right? At the minimum, you want to take Tank, second, Shakur, and then T.O. Nigga, y'all, what the fuck? You niggas are big fat bags in piranha territory. You don't even know where the piranhas is at. You just out here just to swim. Ooh, the water. It's pretty over here. Piranhas in this motherfucker. You over here with the wrong, like, nigga, I see shit online. Fans boycotting fight. Bro, your fights on 420, do you you know how much shit niggas can do on 420? What
Wow.
gonna be happening? What's gonna be popping? What niggas gonna be doing?
Exactly.
Nigga, and you ain't tap in. You wasn't at no Nick game. Like, I'm gonna run down it, bro. You wasn't at no Orioles game. You ain't coming to no Wizards game. Like, even though, nigga, you wasn't at no fucking you Jersey. I don't know where Jersey got no more, but you ain't coming to no Brooklyn game. Nigga, Jalen, the Knicks is number 2. You at the Empire State Building. We respect you more if you at least pull up to a Knicks game.
That's what I'm saying.
The city about to unite when the Knicks number 2. We ain't seen that shit in a decade. I can tell you that. You ain't at no Yankee game? Hold on, wait. You ain't at no Yankee game. That's the uppity niggas. You get kicked out of Met Stadium? That's the class. That's the niggas you trying to aim for. You get kicked out of Met Stadium?
Dang, look at Koki. He said Knicks play 7 p.m. this Saturday. Tough luck for Devin. No chance the Devin fight gets any attention. Knicks.
Oh yeah, because I'm definitely I need to watch that.
You ain't put it, bro. You get
Play,
kicked out of Mets Stadium. I'm from the ghetto, bro. The Mets is the ghetto team. If you're aiming for the urban culture, you know, niggas that watch Pacino, De Niro, Washington, Fishburne, you know, those type of like that, and down, you know, shit like that, you know, the urban shit. That's what the Mets niggas watch. The Mets, you know, because the Mets are used to losing. It's just, you know, but we still root for it. It's some ghetto shit. That's what the Mets. I know Mets fans that just be like, "Fuck, we gonna win the next year." You get kicked out of their stadium. You got kicked out of the Little Bro Stadium. Nigga, you ain't even like if you want to be street, you could have went to Buffalo and fucked with Griselda. You did none of the sorts, my nigga. And I know niggas think that this fight is gonna do 700,000 pay-per-view. I heard him say it.
Probably do like 3.
Be lucky if that shit do 6 figures the way they like. It might be 100,000 people want to see if Ryan was really acting a fool and was coked up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But other than that, man, shit, nah. What the fuck?
55-45, man.
I mean, unless I mean, if you're gonna get, you think they popular enough, right, to get 300,000 people from the West Coast to buy this shit?
Hell no.
Nah, it's like the price and then the undercard ain't doing that. I think, man, they got their ass kicked like all the way around on this, and I think this if they don't learn from it, it's only gonna get worse. And Lord forbid, we ain't talk about this point. The fact that Ryan might catch his ass. Now, ain't nobody saying that. Cause they talking about going. Did you hear Devin say he gonna go to the center of the ring?
Center of the ring.
He gonna.
You heard what Lotus said.
Yeah, the man said he gonna go to the center of the ring and duke it out. I said, and Ryan said, "Well, shit, go ahead and do it." That he said, "Go ahead. All right, I'll meet you at the center."
Bro, when I say if he listening to people around, bro, he need to get away fast, ASAP.
Luke Frankie.
Center of the ring, bro. Oh, and another thing, by the way, about that 45-55. He was going, what's that is? You know Angela Yee? They used to be with the Breakfast Club. He was going that interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was like, yeah, because you the champion, right? He was like, yeah, because I was hearing something about you had to take less percentage, blah, blah, blah. He was like, well, yeah, I had to take less because what Ryan did with Tank, bop. But then look, he tried to flip it. He said, "Well, to be honest, I would rather have take 45% of the whole pot because some fighters get a flat fee and a guarantee. They don't get the percentage of anything. So, but bro, you've been getting that this whole time. But you say you make more than another certain fighter or giving out paydays. You got 20 million. How you got 20 million when you just now getting a percentage of the pay-per-view?
Yeah, and listen to this. But listen to this, AJ. The Haney voice double back down with that episode they did with Big Baby, and they came back and they reiterated that fat ass lie about how Shakur Stevenson was gonna make more money than he would ever made with the 25%. Now Bob Arum already came out and said it was no 25%. He already came out and said that. But then I said, okay, let's play along with it if it was a hypothetical 25%. You big dummy, if Shakur was gonna make by your numbers, and I already debunked it. I said because more money, because I only did 5 fights, I think it was 11 mil. I was like, and all the fights he got like 20 fights. I said, so if Shakur was gonna get 25% and that was the pot, that means you turned down your biggest payday by far ever. Because you got 75%, but then that means you turned that down to make 1.5 with an expected back end, and Regis just came down and doubled down and shut the door on all that shit and said there was no back end because they didn't sell enough.
Dumb ass niggas, man.
So I'm like, it all comes out. It's just like, man, y'all need to stop this lying. Y'all need to stop having all these yes men. You just now hearing Wilder come around saying he don't want yes men around and people that. It's like, oh, so now, you were okay with the yes men yesterday, but you're not okay with the yes men today.
Tay Jones, because he's mad and upset. I seen him. He mad. Mm-hmm.
But they still pushing that lie, and I'm like, see, this is where I'm like, okay, this is where it's like somebody owes a responsibility to the public to reiterate this because you can't think for yourself. Why are they getting out here reiterating the fact that Shakur Stevenson would have made more than ever? But they don't understand that if that was 25%, Devin turned down his own payday.
Bro, Wallow from Gillian Wallow, when they was on the interview, Wallow asked him why Shakur ain't take it. That nigga ain't answer the question. He said that would have been his biggest payday. He was like, yeah. He was like, why he ain't taking it then? What the fuck is you? These niggas dumb? No,
see, listen. Here's another thing. This is what I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro. You can't shoot that shit to some real East Coast niggas and think we gonna buy that shit.
You saying Mason Cam was on it too. When Bill was talking about that sparring with Floyd. He was like Mason Cam, they was like, come on, he was like, Bill, you sure that happened? Because you got an integrity uphold on this show. You feel me? We can't
right after that, not too long after that, didn't that goddamn sparring tape drop?
Yep.
No, the one with Floyd when he was talking about he was on the show.
When they was on, when Bill was on Mason Cam, it is what it is. I saw that episode. I was like, nigga, you playing with fire.
Exactly, bro.
I wonder how long, bro, because I went and checked. Ryan hasn't uploaded shit to YouTube since he dropped it.
That shit did like 3 million in like a couple days.
Bro, he ain't put nothing on YouTube since he dropped it. Everything been on Instagram and TikTok and all that other shit. He ain't upload nothing to YouTube, but that he wanted the world to use that. Yeah, look at that. Remember that? Oh, if you're a boxing fan and you know Bill and Devin keep talking about that take with Ellie sat back, here it is. Here's a clip of it. Bang, bang, smash. Man, stop taking this nigga. Bang, bang, bang. You can't never move, bitch. Bang.
Boom. Pillar the post, bro.
Yo, It looked like Tank didn't even really have to do no work. He would just bam and walk down. Bam, then walk down some more. Bam.
This nigga Tank coming in off smoking weed, Hennessy. Probably, I don't even know if Dude say was out at the time. This nigga drinking brown liquor, white liquor. You know he don't know no better. He was a fucking baby with money in his pocket. They like, yo, you want to fight? Nigga, yeah. Everybody whoop me, nigga. Who? Devin? I know that little bitch.
He had the liquid courage too, bro. He had the liquid courage. So nigga called him like, yeah, you try to spar this nigga real fast? Hell yeah. I'm mad.
Right, so they gonna give him some money for this shit? Like, yeah, nigga, yeah, I do it.
Right.
Bro.
I'm mad as
And
shit.
listen, here's the crazy shit. Even showbiz exposed Devin. Niggas like they don't want to hear it. Whatever
Yeah,
Devin
you know he go with the one blow.
Listen, whatever Devin did after, we didn't see, whatever happened, Floyd went right across the ring to Tank like, I seen enough. I want you. That's what pissed Bill and Devin them off.
Yeah, man.
Because you was Floyd's fighter. Because Devin Haney is stamped in the industry by Floyd Sr. When everybody was talking about Tank the new Floyd Sr., you can go find a clip. What's like Floyd Sr. can't remember the boy name. Devin Haney.
Whipped him.
And then when they left, and then when they went and left, and did what they did, you ain't heard Floyd Sr. say a peep about it.
But yeah,
I know those fighters who were stamped, bro. Earl Spence is stamped by doing what?
Sparring.
Beating up Floyd, coming back off of fucking, come out of jail. Dropped Floyd, Hurry gave him a black eye. Yeah, I heard all of that. You stamped off of that. That's the nigga they thought they was fighting Bud. It's just how you get stamped, bro. Niggas get stamped. How does Ryan Garcia stamp? Who stamped Ryan Garcia?
That nigga Tank said Earl was high.
Yeah, I saw that too.
He said nigga Earl was high.
I saw that.
He smoked that weed that Mike gave him. Mike gave him that pain weed.
Yeah, for that Glock too. For that Glock. Yeah, that Glock coma. That little
You should go open it up, nigga. You should be good. Smoking right before you fight.
Hit this a couple times, bro. That shit ain't work though.
Just saying, bro. Like when certain shit, like, it just don't work for me. Like, and them niggas trying to, bro. AJ, did they fool you?
Hell no.
Devin and Bill. Did Devin and Bill fool you from being some real niggas? They didn't like some real niggas to you?
No, because at first they was fucking with Tank. They was fucking with him, but as soon as they seen all the YouTube niggas hate on Tank after that Game Boy fight, they straight ran with it like, oh yeah, we fucked Tank up the spawn. That's when all that shit ran with it, bro. I done seen it from the beginning. They was cool with them. They was keeping it cordial. Once they seen these dick riding ass channels, you know that one they used to call niggas monkeys and shit. I forgot his name.
Alphabet channels.
Yeah. Once they seen that, they was like, oh, we got a market right here. Let's buy all this shit up. They ain't fucking with Tank. They thought that's where it was at, but these channels, they don't have like, they got bots and trolls and shit. They don't have fans, bro. You can't get your fan base from these guys.
Bro, biggest urban, real talk, biggest urban podcast on the East Coast. Most relevant. They're on the East Coast. Look at the numbers. Biggest urban podcast on the East Coast. Even if they're on the West Coast, right? Very few. The biggest names would be Cam and Mace. Them niggas from fucking Harlem. So, what are you doing? You wanted to go the podcast way. You didn't even want to go big platform podcast. You wanted to go like, what are you doing? You mean to tell me Bill can go on No Jumper with a pimp, but he can't go the Drink Champ?
They just figured out. See, this is one of the things where it's almost like the whole Kanye thing. It's like they're good. It's good attributes in them, but the ego. And then, like when they was doing the press conference earlier, they said, "Yeah, this guy, he don't have no ego." I'm like, no ego. I was like, that's the problem. It's too much ego. And until they run into that brick wall, I think this is the brick wall. But they got enough people that support them and that's going to regurgitate this nonsense the same way they doing like today. They regurgitate enough of this nonsense to where they're going to allow them to keep running until they really fail. That's why until he really suffer like some real adversity in the ring or somebody actually stop him or knock him out, they're not going to learn their lesson. You know, and what I don't appreciate is that Tank got it out the mud. Regardless of what you want to say, you took for granted what you had, even though you was the tutelage of Floyd and Senior and Roy and Zab, and your whole background. You got a royal background, but because of your fighting style and let's be honest, some of the antics that you use outside the ring, they're not equating to people actually buying your tickets and making you that star. Why? Because it's really what you do inside the ring. You don't execute. People ain't coming out to see you do what you do. You know what I'm saying? So until they actually respect what Tank has done and honor what he's done, because 11 sold out venues, pay-per-view just steadily ramping up, where you got Bud, you got your name is linked to Bud, your name is linked to Inoue, your name is linked to Shaw, Devin, anybody. You got a couple rematches. You still ain't seen Tia. Your name is linked to where you got anybody you say, or if business wise, if he can go down, they're looking to stand in the line of you. Until you respect that, man, you're not gonna be able to do it right. If you can't honor what the next man is building, what he's got, it's not gonna be right for you. And that's where they need to be at. Like all the bullshit, all the shenanigans, all the other stuff is just like, man, where did it come from? Why do we allow him to just slander Tank, slander Matias, slander any name to get up? If you look at it, any name, but then you want all the utmost respect, and there's always hate, and it's just like, no, man, look in the mirror, take some accountability, respect what somebody else is doing, and then maybe you can get there. But the way you're going about it and with the way Bill thinks, he just thinking he being so radical when he really look like a dumb, he really like a fool.
He did, I ain't gonna lie to you. Bill looking dumb. He be looking dumb, bro. He be looking dumb. Like, when you saying all this, I'm sending my son to kill him and all that, bro. Come on, man.
Homicide. He getting invited to homicide. Like, you ain't killed nothing. I ask people this all the time, Aaron. It's a dark alley. You gotta send your 24-year-old son down this dark alley. Tank is down this alley. Devin is down this alley. T.O. is down this alley. Which alley you sending your son down?
Devin,
man.
I mean, let's just be honest.
I ain't gonna lie, that's not no dick riding shit or nothing. Devin, I'm going out there.
Sending down Devin. T.O. from Brooklyn. T.O. from Brooklyn. I'm sending that nigga. See, that's what you don't know, Devin. T.O. from Brooklyn. I'm gonna hopscotch skip down your fucking alley, buddy. Win or lose.
You gotta do is say something bad about Devin. He gonna cry. You ain't gotta fight him. He gonna cry.
In the street, you come on some street shit. Devin, I'm coming straight down the alley with the way you at. I can see you down there throwing punches and everything. I'm like, and I could look and see T.O. like that alley and say, where that alley from? Oh, that alley in Bed-Stuy, Marcy, or Flatbush? Where that alley that tank at? Oh, West Baltimore. That's I'm not going there.
You ain't going down. I don't give a fuck with nobody. They can tell you till they blue in the face. The last alley you sending somebody down through is that little nigga named Tank. That's period.
Listen,
but listen.
You heard, I said, ooh, what's that? That's Bed-Stuy, Marcy, Flatbush. Ooh, I don't know. I said, ooh, what's that? That little nigga on there. What alley is that? West Baltimore. Ooh, I think I'm going there. What's that? What's that over there? That's an alley from where? From Vegas? Oh, I'm gonna walk right up. Hold on.
It's fentanyl. It's fentanyl in them gloves.
Let me get my walk. Hey, listen. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Do I wear some Jordans or do I wear some Uptowns? Or what do I wear? What kind of sneakers do I wear? The walk down that alley at Devon in? Because I'm a hopscotch in that bitch. Word. Go ahead and draw the lines, baby. I'm a hopscotch. We gonna double dutch all that shit down to your alley, nigga. We ain't scared. Your alley could be the darkest alley, no lights. Nigga, we doing backflips and all that shit down your alley, bro. Fuck you done. Your daddy gangster.
But let me say this, man. I'm gonna let y'all get y'all closing thoughts, y'all last words. But look, this is the thing, right? Do you ever notice that when it comes down to the Devin Haney, they come out and say something, they get so much of the benefit of the doubt. It's like they coming out saying that this man, he's gonna stop this guy. He's gonna knock him out. It's not impossible. It's not. And we don't know as far as Hollywood and how the cards are and if they paid these, because I got my suspicions about the Regis shit. I give Devin the full credit, but I seen that interview with Regis and there was some things he just couldn't explain. I'm just like, you just all of a sudden just forgot how to get your offense off. You ain't never had the longest arms. You ain't never had the best feet. But your style, and you knew how to get in and be able to work your power shit and get your shit off. But this one, you just never. But you know how they always get the benefit of the doubt. But when it comes to somebody else, it's like, oh no, we got to see. When it's been proven, like Matias done sent somebody up. He done fought. So all these guys done fought more undefeated fighters. And then when you look at it, this is the sad part. Devin fought 2 champions.
Yeah.
He fought Kambosos and Regis. But he get the benefit of the doubt, and now all of a sudden he gonna stop somebody. I'm like, the fact that y'all are like really pushing that and y'all really believe that, just really like, because this is a what have you done for me lately? Like you got that knockdown with Regis. But before that, when the last time you got a knockdown?
5 years ago.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just my whole thing. It's just I try to be responsible with it, and I say, look, man, it's not beyond reason. If we all know that if Brian is a scatterbrain, he going there. We know Devin is the type. If it was offense and it was a cornerback having a check receiver, he the motherfucker that's going. Devin's going to he's going to be the wide receiver that's going to make you go all the way up, follow him out to the sideline and cut it up every time. Like every time, he's going to be precise. He's going to be precise with that route every time. So the one time you be like, oh man, they ain't giving the ball to him. He's going to get by you and score. He's going to make you do that. He's a technical guy. He's going to make you use your feet. Chase him around, all this shit about I'm gonna stand in the middle of the ring. We know that's not his strong suit. That's not what he's gonna do. It could be head game. We know that if Ryan ain't right in the head, it can go down. But I'm like, I stop the game as far as he gonna stop somebody and do all that. That's not really what he's for. That's why his fan base is toxic to him. He's gonna come around just saying, look, I don't want no more yes man. I want people to cater towards how I am. You are a pure boxer, a classical boxer. If you go up in your size and you start fighting in your right weight class, maybe you will have enough power and leverage and all that stuff. You know, maybe. But I'm not gonna put my life savings on that you're gonna get it. If you ain't got it by now, if you ain't what he said, if you don't got it
Real shit.
But yeah, that's my closing thoughts, man. Go ahead and give y'all closing thoughts, man. You know, I gotta get up in the morning, man, in old dark 30. So
Facts, I'm bugging. I gotta get up early too, bro.
Damn.
But this what I got. Shakur Stevenson, shut the fuck up. Jared Anderson, man the fuck up. When it comes to this shit right here, this debacle, I want this shit off my side of country. I don't know about y'all, but I don't know what, like when I seen a nigga on No Jumper, bro, just something serious. I be messing with the messy shit. Whack 100 fucks with Floyd Mayweather. The fact that you was on that fake pimp shit, you wasn't on nobody else show. You on a nigga show to get the least amount of views. Because you want to keep exploiting your pimp shit. And you're a bro. Like, I'm being for real. Like, trying not, but like this is why body fuck with me, because I be doing bullshit. You a pimp. You an ex pimp, ex hustler, but you on some pimp shit. You do the shit with the pimp. Try to laugh. You a Muslim. You a Muslim. Married to a white woman.
He Hoover too. Don't forget, he Hoover. He was Hoover.
But you married to a white woman. You're Muslim. And Devin gets mad when Ryan says, "Where's your mom?" I want to know where your mom is too. My nigga, Bill, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, if you come over here to the East Coast with all your shenanigans, right? You don't tap in. You look like the nigga in the first part of the movie, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. You look like Clarence Weatherspoon III, and I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, when he being all this, doing all this, selling the bean pies and the bean juice and the bean soda and the bean burger. But you married to the white woman, the palest one. Why power? You actually the nigga from Dave Chappelle. Why power? That's who he really is. We identify you already, Bill. We see what your son is. It don't look right over here. I don't know what you working with over there, when you do this right, That's cool over there. But over here.
Hey, yo.
put your link in the chat too before you leave, Pop. So if they ain't subscribed to you, they can, man.
Right, so I can subscribe, bro.
I'm gonna drop it from the laptop. But that's what I got, bro. I'm about to go do that right now, man. Y'all be good. Your body, you know what's up.
All right, Pop. Salute, man.
Bro.
Go ahead, AJ.
Yeah, man. So basically, yo, like this boxing shit, it's like it's full of like, it's safe to say it's full of like just straight up dick riding. Like it's evident, bro. None of these people that's at the press conference and all that, Devin Haney channels and fans and shit. That's why you see Ryan. You can see Ryan like, damn, like he's surrounded by him. They asking him shit. Oh, Tank. Somebody asked Devin. Yeah, Brian said he feels good for this fight. He ain't feel like that for Tank fight. What you think about that? I'm like, bro, where's the real journalist at? Where's the real at? Cause like y'all making this fight in the public eye. Nobody don't want to see that shit because Tank is not fighting in this fight.
Yeah.
Like I ain't gonna lie, like when the fight was getting talked about, I liked it the fight. Like okay, Devin Ray fight Tank leftovers, of course, but they was been supposed to fight because Ryan said it a long time ago. I'm gonna fight Tank and I'm gonna fight you. You feel me? So I was like, all right, it's time to see what this fight about. But as you can see, bro, Ryan, I'm thinking like Ryan was thinking like they was gonna promote it together and sell it, but Devin and his father trying to use the platform to bash Tank in front of everybody. So basically, we're gonna see what's up with this fight. Fuck around, I don't know, drop that bag on it. Fuck around there, I don't know. I'm gonna see.
Always put a bet in. I ain't gonna lie. I got a 3-point parlay. If what I want to happen, I got 500. Well, 620 big ones coming back. I put that shit in yesterday.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Okay, I'm trying.
Cause look, hey AJ, if FL Jogba would have stopped that dude, Vito, whatever.
Yeah,
I'd have won 240. Because I had Conceição stopping Buddy. That happened. FL Jogba went the distance with Buddy, and I had Jared Addison going the distance and winning with Buddy.
Yeah,
FL Jogba didn't stop my man, and that's what caused my parlay.
He fucked it up. And I thought it was gonna be the other way around. That's crazy. I thought Ajabe was gonna stop his man, then Jared Hammer. I thought Ajabe was gonna go the distance, and Big Baby was gonna stop what you call it. But it ain't going like that. That's crazy.
Some told me Buddy was better than what he was though. He looked like he was holding back. That looked a little weird because Buddy could have let loose, man. Buddy caught Jared ass like Buddy. If Buddy would have let his hands go, man, that might have been a dog fight for real.
I ain't watched that fight. That's crazy.
Go back and watch it, man. Buddy didn't let his hands go. That looked like that shit that happened with Conor Ben fought that dude Peter Dobson's like, man, Peter Dobson, if he would have let his hands go a little bit earlier, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what would have happened? But it looked like he was bought in, he was
just bought in, just the
special delivery. You know what I'm saying?
Special delivery. Damn. I ain't watching the fight, but I was watching like the beginner. I kind of fell asleep though. But damn. See, bro. And then with this fight, I couldn't even bet on the undercard because they put it together all late. They can't even bet on the undercard. I think last time I checked.
I got Barbosa winning, and I got what's the other one? I
said Scrappy.
I ain't bet on Scrappy.
Barbosa and damn. What the fuck is that dude's name? Gallimore or something?
I'm pulling up my fan dude now. Let me see what I got. I got
I ain't
forgot who the other fight. Who the other fight? Let me see.
Undercard.
You know we can bet in DC now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't know that. See?
Yeah, I don't be putting down. I put like $10, depending on how.
Yeah, they call it. That's what they call. They call it sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle a little here and there. Especially with that 650 on a, on a Ryan money line. Oh my god, that shit sick with it. We gonna see, man. It's like. I learned to bet like a gambler, man. Like you can't bet with your heart.
Oh yeah, you gotta bet. Like, see, I bet the odds. Like a lot of time, my lady be like, "What's going on?" She's like, "Why you don't bet that?" I said, "Because that ain't gonna make you no money. That's what's supposed to happen. Like, you gotta play the odds.
Exactly.
Like, so sometimes people are like, why would you bet that? It's like, cause it's the odds. You know what I'm saying? I bet the odds.
It's like rolling the dice.
Yeah, you can't go with what's supposed to happen because you know.
Like even say something like Earl. You feel me? Earl wasn't the favorite, right? But everybody had Bud winning. But people was like, no, I just know EJ going. Like that's how it works. Like you can't really bet with your heart. Even the Ravens with the Chiefs. Even though that was a little funny money, though, I ain't gonna lie to you. That was some real funny money right there. Ain't no way y'all win the Super Bowl and then y'all say y'all beat the best team, the Ravens and shit. I ain't buying that one, but yeah, man, you can't really bet with your heart.
So I think I put
I need to learn some baseball. That's where it be the only sport left at what playoffs, the NBA playoffs. That's where it be the only sport. Yeah, baseball, shit, man.
this shit tripping. This got me in here like I'm trying to log into something else. I'll look at it later. I know I got a three fight parlay that seemed like, you know what I'm saying? Like it seemed like it might do something.
Might
But
make something.
But appreciate you coming on, bro, man. Good seeing you, man. Glad to see you.
Already, man.
Thing, man.
You already know, man. It's all love, man. It's the realest channel out, man.
I appreciate it, man. It get a little hard for me sometimes because it's just like it kind of hard, like going up against with these big channels. But it's just like somebody got to put the stake in the ground, man, and like and say
they looking
really
bad
is.
though. They look bad. I'm telling you, they look bad.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Let me go ahead.
All right, man. Have a good night, man. I'll catch you next time.
You too, bro. Be safe out here.
All right, man. Yeah, Koki. Ammo Williams, one of my guys, man. I like him, man. I think Eddie's done a good job at developing him. There's still a couple of things that he gotta clean up. I think disguising his left hand, being more cautious about his escape track. His escape strategy, and keep getting his head off the line. So it's like one time I see him, it's like, dang, he look leaps and bounds ahead. And the next time I see him, like I want him to build, but then it'd be a rough customer because he was getting in there with some tricky people. But Ammo Williams, one of my guys, man. I'm gonna ride for him, man. I'm gonna ride for Ammo, man. I believe in Ammo. I think during that time when the whole mental health thing was going on, I think he was one of the guys that they should have talked to because he was dealing with some things. He got through it. It's another one of them guys. Because I beat up Eddie a little bit about some of the things. I probably beat up Eddie for about 30% of what he do. 70% of what Eddie's been doing as far as acquiring the talent and stuff like that, I agree with it. He did right by getting Ammo Williams. So Ammo always got my support. And I wish he would be a little bit more fluid, but every boxer can't be the perfect boxer. So I appreciate what he brings to the table. So I got him. And by the way, I got Bivol. I already got my Bivol and Baturbiev thumbnail done. I got a video coming out about that. probably do 2 or 3 videos about that before it come out, man. It's not microwaving. It's just, man, I just want to make sure it's all etched in stone. But Go Key and everybody else who came out, my man Pop Smoke, you know what I'm saying, my man AJ, Champion Sports Boxing, Arnaldo Nieves, Erwin Torres, Frankie, Jose Rodriguez, Luis Diaz, Melazar was out here, Jose Rodriguez. Who else? My family. Sam Arnall, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the positive encouragement and how, you know, y'all just come through, man, and support, man. And I appreciate that. Let's see if I missed anybody. George Martinez, Inside the Ropes with Coach Mario. Stop by. I see Inside the Ropes with Coach Mario. Subscribe to his channel, man. He do some quality work too. If you haven't checked him out, he do some quality work. It's good to see somebody else in there. You know, he do the same thing I do. If I see somebody on the up and up, I'll go in and check in and give some feedback or whatever. But sometimes people don't know how to act when you give them props. They act like you riding coattails. So I appreciate seeing somebody like Coach Mario in here because he got a nice channel. He do good work. Angelina was in the building. Hector Tapia was in the building. JDL Boxing was in the building. Bud Won't Stop Canelo showed his face. So salute to everybody who came out. You know, as always, you know, I appreciate the love and the support. If you could, hit the like button. If you're catching the playback, hit the like button, share the channel. If you haven't, I had a goal where I wanted over 40% of my views to be from subscribers. We at 43%. I want to keep that growing to where most of the people who are viewing it are actually subbed. Why? Because this is not opinion-based content. This is fact-based content. And it's just an alternative to what everybody else is saying. I try to dig a little bit deeper. And y'all know my motto. Y'all already know that motto, that great big motto of mine, where we don't take things for face value. We do that body work.
He didn't want to box. He wanted to actually prove that he could punch with you.